everybody, welcome to the Lotus Fire Show. Ada, would you like to turn the lights on, please?
Yeah.
And we are live today with a game I like to call Tales of Xillia. It just so happens that a lot of other people like to call it that too. You good? Oh, that's hot.
Yes, it is hot. It's tea.
Wow, it's still... Yeah, but some tea's not that hot, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you hear that Prince Charles cheated on his wife? That's not hot.
That's a different kind of tea. Why is it all suddenly tangled?
What do you mean all of a sudden? We didn't do anything except like...
I untangled all of the wire. Oh, right. They fell, and then they got all tangled after they fell, and I couldn't untangle them at that point because it was too late, and I didn't want to unplug them.
Figured it out.
It was me. Hi. I'm the problem.
Oh, that's not cool. Stay swift today. Is this reach is good for you?
Yeah, it's good for me.
Unless you want to play player 1 to begin. Well, you have T. You look like someone who's ready to not play player 1.
Pretty sure my period's getting ready to start, despite the fact that it'd be early.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that does.
It muffles it a little bit. Okay. Also, I was mumbling.
Alright, so we figured that this is all good. Ada and I. So Tales of Xillia is another Tales game.
Yes, it is. I'm also playing Innocence. I just
I
realized
guess enjoy the intro.
I can't hear anything.
I don't know what they're saying.
Okay. Yeah, so I looked over, thought about what I was playing recently and realized I have 3 to 4 games on the Switch that I'm playing currently, 2 games on the PlayStation that I'm currently trying to get through, 1 game on the DS, and about 3-4 games on the computer. And I'm like, oh boy. I am never going to get through anything.
Well, we're getting through these games.
Yeah, I might get through
I wonder if
Persona.
they blew out the speakers or something. Something feels like actual. I feel like I can barely hear anything. Maybe it's gonna jump out at us in like 5
I
seconds.
can kind of hear something, but not really.
Yeah. We'll see. I got the remote on standby. So this game allows us to pick our main character.
Yeah?
Between 2. And it really is quiet.
It really is. But I think it's because it's not an opening sequence where it's singing.
We can hear that, but I'm gonna have to change the sound options in game, I think.
They're up pretty high.
Look, they already underlined and bolded out a word for us. Also, fun fact, you've already seen the name, you've already seen a character whose name you recognize.
Uh-huh.
So, Tales of Xillia's world is a lot different from the others. These are 4 characters that you've heard their names before. Thank goodness we have subtitles.
My toe hurts. My belly hurts.
Okay, that's a name we recognize. Kind of. She did the side quest until Symphonia.
Well, I definitely heard it. So this is connected to Symphonia?
No, like I said, the summon spirits are kind of a consistent thing.
Oh, they're consistent all across the worlds.
Kind of. Sort of.
No evils exist.
And here's our other main character. Eventually. There it is. You know it's him because he's clumsy. Also, he's played by Sam Riegel.
I like that he's played by Sam.
He doesn't act anything like Sam's characters I've seen so far.
No. But, like, everybody on Critical Role has really good range.
So, our choices. Jude Mathis. Kind, clever medical student who left home to attend school in the capital city. Poised to graduate, Jude is eager to find his purpose in life.
Okay.
Or, Mila Maxwell. A mysterious young woman accompanied by 4 unseen beings, she comes across as calm, collected, and wise beyond her years.
There's no way that we can play both, is there?
They will both end up in the party. They are both the first 2 characters we get in the party.
I want Mila.
You want Mila? Let's pick Mila.
I want Mila. I like Mila. I like that she's with the spirits.
I haven't seen... I started her playthrough by myself, but I did the Jude playthrough myself, because I felt like...
You didn't connect with her?
She's special. It's fine. I don't hate her. She does throw you into the action like a micrometer faster than Jude.
Okay.
Because the action in this game does start very rapidly.
Well, she's already a fighter, whereas he's a medical student.
No, he doesn't fight.
Well, all I know about him is that he's a medical student, so...
He's also a martial artist. So Mila is...
The spirit.
Kind of like a half-caster character. Think Kratos. Maybe Zelos. Jude is...
Yeah, flaunt your power, girl.
Jude is the regal type character.
Oh, hello. Why are you here?
Because he saw her walking on water.
Oh.
I think I don't remember why.
Depending on who we pick as the main character, does the playthrough change?
Minorly. Very minorly.
So are we going to have to play as him as well?
No.
Like, do his story?
No. So...
You go, girl.
You get his perspective when...
Yes. Good.
Oh, now I get it.
Get what?
No.
Get what? She asked you a question. No.
So, because of the fact that Mila is a character that knows more about what's going on than Jude, you kind of feel out of the loop more from Mila's point of view. Because there's no reason why she wouldn't voice things other than like the player can't know at this point sometimes.
But when you play Jude, it's the opposite feeling?
With Jude, you don't know, but you at least feel like it's because Jude doesn't know.
Mm.
You get a little bit like...
Well, why did she say humans? Is she not humans? I love that we hear her talking to her spirits.
These spirits.
These spirits.
The spirits are one on the field of view. So I don't know if this game plays 2-player actually. I was really hoping that it would, but I'm starting to misunderstand how that could work.
Would have been cool.
I really hope.
It's okay.
Like through the same logic that you can play most of the other games. 2-player, you should be able to play this one. It's just that there's a certain mechanic that I feel like might clash with that. That's walking.
Ooh.
Cold?
Yeah, but it's like the warmth setting in and pushing the cold out. Do you know what I mean?
Vaguely.
Like, it's that moment where, like, you feel the cold from deep within pushing its way out to the surface as the heat comes and settles in instead.
So yeah, it's not just any spirit.
No, it's no Undyne, Ifrit, and Sylph.
So, oh, okay.
It's so cool.
Do some crafting material. That's where it came from. That's where it came from. So this kind of is structured a little bit like Grace's, where you don't have like the open overworld.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, buddy.
I love how she's like, shh.
Oops, that was a tutorial. So usual, you move back and forth. Can you use the L2 button to actually move this way though? Just like in Grace's.
I'm not gonna remember a majority of this until you remind me in combat.
Well, the basics is, you know how to do a normal attack?
Yeah.
She said, I forgot she did more magic.
It's such a cute saber tooth.
Yeah. Let's see, assault counter. So, much like in Grace's, you have an AC counter or CC counter, so that's how many combos you can do.
Okay.
But you also have TP in this one. Squares. Backstab. Yeah, that uses AC or CC or whatever it's called.
I wish she wasn't wearing pink. Like, I want it to be more purple. The purple and lavender is gorgeous. I don't want the pink there. It throws the outfit off for me, and I love her hair. She looks like she belongs with the spirits.
Ground Dasher!
Pretty sure they don't sound like that this time.
No, they sound like they're chiming. You don't actually get to speak with them with anybody other than Mila, I think.
Oh.
Because summoners are not as present, if at all, in this game.
And she's a summoner.
Sure, you can put it that way.
No, but there's something off about that. She's not quite a summoner. She seems more connected, like she is a spirit almost, but like half spirit, half mortal.
Why don't I have a save file?
I don't know.
Oh, because I'm using...
You're using what?
Am I using I don't know what kind I'm using. Really, you gotta check that right now, because if we try to play on another profile and I don't realize I didn't use the same profile, we're gonna be in trouble later down the line.
Okay.
Okay, I'm using my PlayStation 4 profile, I think. Maybe. What you doing?
Checking if the game is multiplayer.
Yeah, fair.
I need the keyboard.
Yeah. Okay, this is where it gets tangled. Alright, you can put the game back on.
Are you sure you don't want to switch profiles?
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure we're not using a different profile next time we play. I got that done. Ew, they want me to set it to one of my basic art. Yeah. yeah, each character has a special ability as well as another thing that's relevant later on.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so then we have the second character.
Oh, it's the usual, okay.
Yeah, it's the usual.
Weird mechanic.
What?
Well, if that's the case, you'll see.
Yeah,
All
it
good.
says that we have to set it to
Yeah, manual or...
manual, semi, or auto.
Okay, so Mila's mechanic, because I feel like you're going to want to play Mila.
Yes.
So Mila's mechanic is she has spells,
Yeah.
and the spells function a bit like Genius's, where if you hold the button, she can cast the full spell.
Okay.
But if she chooses to not hold the button, you just tap the button in the combination. It's a different ability.
Ooh.
So she can go like, instead of like moving into a cast like in Grace's where you would have had to like long cast something. So that's called Spirit Shift, which is Spirit Art versus Spirit Shifted Art. She feels slower than Jude.
No, I'm not surprised.
Mila's four great spirits. As the Lord of the Spirits, Mila can command the four great spirits in battle. Ifrit, Sylph, Undine, and Gnome can all be used as arts.
So she's the Lord of the Spirits.
Her name is Mila Maxwell.
She's Maxwell's daughter. Which would mean half spirit, half human would be correct. Or half elf. But I feel like she's half spirit, half human.
I don't think there's elves in this game, to be fair.
Either that, or she's the daughter of a spirit, or a daughter of someone who became a spirit.
There's a mild spoiler to tell you she's Mila Maxwell, but she's Mila Maxwell. I think her last name is Maxwell by whatever definition she chooses.
Either that, or she's the reincarnation of Maxwell. But I think she's more so the daughter.
Minimap. Square button making not so many. Let's do something over here. So they got casters. So instead of X spheres, it's spirit arts in this game. That's not fully accurate. They use spirit arts, so it's it is kind of accurate actually. Because like X spheres give you powers. In this case, you just need to like. You'll see. I think I haven't played this in a long enough time. I might get the lore wrong.
Do we have the second game for this?
We do actually. I never finished it because it's got a really weird like. It's got a really weird way of making you like progress. As well as a solid difficulty spike in places. But we could play Tales of Xillia 2 after if you wanted to.
We'll see. I mean, it makes sense. We're only holding off on Symphonia too because we can't find it.
Yeah.
But the other option is that we just buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did find a good deal.
No, I'm not saying you didn't. I'm saying I'd like to avoid that if we could.
Yeah. Not to mention, I'm not sure if a Wii works with the Wii U, and we need controllers that work.
Wii games work on Wii U.
Okay, so then that'd be fine. And it's just a matter of us having controllers that work. Because so far, none of the Wii controllers that I have found have worked.
If we can find, I know I have a Wii U GameCube adapter somewhere in the house.
Actually, it might be next to the Wii's.
You sure? Because I also have a Switch adapter. I don't know if they're compatible.
I don't know where the Switch the Switch one is probably in the electronics box. Because
so if
we
I have
haven't
one of
emptied
those,
it.
we can at least do something about that. Okay.
Need a key, a key, a key. Key.
Oh, here we go. That's why they have a safe here.
Because you're supposed to go up.
Yeah, I didn't see the staircase. Which is nothing new on my playthroughs with this game. Always miss it.
It's so freaking obvious.
But I always miss it.
I thought you were purposely choosing not to go through it. By the way, can you get the chest that's behind it?
I don't want to.
Well,
You make me fun of me.
Do.
Well, I'm the one with the control. Why have life bottles if I only have one party member?
Because you're gonna end up with more than one. Guaranteed that kid followed her through.
Oh, her.
Oh, there he is. You look like you're out of it.
Well, she's that character.
Oh.
Ha! I can cast faster. That's a person.
Her voice doesn't match her actions.
I feel like the voice acting could use some help in this game, yeah. Man, I don't have.
Oh, there's two characters now.
Yep. He's on the auto. Put him to semi-auto, and you should be able to select him as a playable character from now on. Wait, I'm on playing one. You're the one with the paws in charge right now.
Why didn't you just put him as your character?
We could have, I guess, but this has a while.
Yeah, and I said I was comfortable with it.
Okay, if you want to use a player too.
No. It's fine. I don't care. Okay. Who's playing who right now?
You are playing Mila.
Okay.
It's not Demon Fang, it's Demon Fist. Why is this sticky? Also, easiest boss on the list.
Oh, did I accidentally summon him?
No, it's a scripted cutscene.
Oh. That was a pathetically easy boss. But yeah, her voice acting feels much more subdued to the actions that are happening. Mila, it feels perfect.
Yeah, she's bored, I guess. It doesn't get any more excited.
Okay. Well, it feels like she's a little disconnected. And then Sam's doing a good job, I think, so far. But I feel like they were given the script and they didn't get to see the footage of the game.
I don't think so.
It sometimes happens.
These are some of the oldest games that they localize here, so
Sometimes.
Even the Game Boy Advance games had like voice acting, if not good voice acting.
True, but it does sometimes happen.
She's not talking to you, homie.
Yeah.
He's the damsel in distress.
Why are the guys always ending up being like the heroes? I don't like it.
He's not the hero. Literally, he just got his butt saved.
Yeah, but they always start off getting their butt saved and then they become the hero by the end of the game.
Because they have to have character development. But like hero, not necessarily. In this case, you get to pick either or. So.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, finally, female hero at the very end, instead of just side character.
But the answer to the question of the why is because more boys play these games than girls.
Yeah, because of the fan service.
Well, you could always ask which came first, the chicken or the egg, but demographically, boys played video games more when they started making video games.
Well, yeah, it
Am
was at least seen as a guy thing to do.
Oh yeah, and it's
like even nowadays, like girl gamers are a thing, but it's still very heavily looked down upon in certain areas.
Well, we're growing out of the era of you're a fake girl gamer if you're a girl to most people that tell women that they need to prove their gamer cred are getting shut down.
Yeah.
So that's good. We're evolving through that, and they're making. Ooh, it's a skit.
I did find it interesting that
in this game, you control the speed of the skit.
yes.
You still gotta ask it though.
Did you kill her? I'm not sure. I tried to go easy on her, but humans are so fragile. I keep having to tell the four not to overdo it. I'm not really following you.
Oh, we got titles.
That would be in the. Oh, actually, no. It's in neither. It would be. Statuses. It's not a menu item. Yeah, there you go. I think titles are not things you equip in this game. So in Tales of Graces, they chose what you learn in skills. In Tales of Symphonia, gave you small stat boosts. In this game, they're kind of just like a collectible.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Although I guess Innocence doesn't have it, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that was good.
Are you finished here?
There's a fairy tale reference in Soul Eater.
It doesn't surprise me. When?
Krona's fighting with Ragnarok when he decides to become friends with Maka. And Soul and Maka walk away and it's just written, "Don't die on us." And Ragnarok is pulling on Krona's skirt and you go like this. I'm like, ah!
It's they. Krona's a they. But the localization didn't.
Oh, you mean for the translation? Because I'm like, they don't actually use pronouns for Krona.
No, they say Krona.
Or the
In the anime, they say he.
They actually rotate.
In the manga, no, they use he exclusively.
They use he a lot, and then there is a single episode where it's one episode they said he, and then in the follow-up episode they have a sentence where they said he, and then the follow-up sentence they said she, and I got so freaking confused for the longest time, because then they switched over to just using the name.
If I remember correctly, in the original Japanese, they don't actually use any gendered pronouns. They just use Krona or... Yeah, they just say Krona. They speak of Krona in the third person.
Medusa talks about Krona either by saying the child or it.
Yeah, but everybody else doesn't gender Krona at all either in the original.
Krona hasn't really been in any of the conversations, at least in the book, yet, except for.
What volume are you at?
I'm at.
Like, what's going on story-wise? Sorry, sidetrack. I really like Soul Eater.
Same.
It's the end of the anime. They're going to try to stop them from.
So at that point, Krona's been in the.
But they call Krona the Black Sword or Ragnarok.
All sorts of titles to avoid because the official translation's like, I can't handle gender.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
But
I remember in the anime.
Not the end of the anime. They're trying to stop the resurrection of Kishin.
Yeah, that's like the end of the anime. It's just that in the anime, when they go to resurrect, when they want to stop the resurrection of the Kishin, they fail, which happens here as well. Spoilers. And then they kind of skip that entire arc in between, and they have them fight the Kishin then and there. But in the manga, there's like a whole bunch of stuff that gets added in.
Well, already, like, yes, it's the same, but it's not, because the pacing is different at
Yeah.
this point. And there's just other stuff that I'm like, oh.
I remember going into the, because like I had a tendency of like I'd watch the anime, and then if I felt like there was something missing for the anime, I'd go back to the manga, find the spot where it like kind of falls off, and then try and figure out where to go from there, and could not figure it out for Soul Eater. I was like, this isn't working. But I still managed to read the last arc.
I feel like it's fairly obvious where it drops off, because at some point during like the anime, you're watching it, and you're like it was quality. And then it gets to a certain episode where you're like, whoa.
Well, they literally in the anime they literally go up to like almost like beat by beat up until the point where they hit you with the like it's weird because in
It's been beat by beat exactly.
in the manga and the anime, they both have subplots and subplots that match each other beat for beat up until the moment where they're like, we gotta save the Kishin, we gotta stop the Kishin from coming back, and then everything just goes kind of sideways from there. Like in the anime, it goes super fast for no good reason.
Yeah.
And in the manga, it's a lot different because one of the subplots that they introduce in the manga and in the anime is there's a traitor in the WMA.
Yeah.
Meister Academy.
Yeah, and then they never talk about it again in the show.
Yep, they mention it.
They also mentioned in the show the group that the Kishin and Death were part of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they show you shapes where you only see
the
Death
silhouettes.
and you only see the Kishin and you see a bunch of really awesome silhouettes and it just never comes to fruition. And I'm like,
I think that
that's where it fell.
I think that in the manga that doesn't get fully explored either, but we do.
Well, I've already gotten.
Do get that explanation in another series.
I've already gotten. Stop! No spoilers about Fire Force.
Oh!
I've already seen more faces from the group that Death was
Than
part
in the
of
anime,
than
yeah.
in the anime,
Yeah.
where it was just silhouettes
Well,
versus this. I've seen
Arthur's one of them, maybe? Because Excalibur knows Death. I don't remember that well, but yeah.
Excalibur really knows. But yeah, I completely forgot that Fire Force wasn't just like
No, I know nothing. I know that there's a connection somewhere, but you're not good at not giving spoilers, so don't finish that sentence. Nope. La 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 la.
Anyway, so one of the things that they do a lot in anime, and in the translation of Japanese to English media that I've noticed in older stuff because we didn't know how to handle non-binary existence back then, unfortunately, is in Japan a lot of it was a thing to be a person who didn't present, who was very androgynous, who didn't present as either or, and a lot of manga and anime they present it as a meme, but you get other tidbits like Krona, who's a character who has either or full presentation, and you get Yubel actually in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX who also presents as neither or, even though in the English version they keep using she pronouns for her.
the math teacher in Persona 3.
That's just more of a nerd look, I think.
Well, maybe, but
looking at anime for Soul Eater about Krona that they're not doing in the storyline, then I was like, what? Is they're always going girl or boy in the show?
Yeah.
They're always questioning the gender that Krona is supposed to have.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
No, I feel like that was
in
a
the
translation. I feel like that doesn't happen in the original Japanese either.
It doesn't happen.
No,
in the
because I didn't watch it in English. I watched it in Japanese. They don't do that.
It's just
And
not
then I
an
switched
important
over
thing for their society for characters like that. But it's
Yeah.
it's like our society couldn't wrap its head around none as an answer, right?
Yeah. Because, so I watched it originally in Japanese, and then my brothers decided to watch it, so I sat down and watched it with them in English. Excalibur is annoying in both languages.
Yes,
But
That's his whole. That's
that's his whole thing. But I do remember sitting there and being like, huh? Wait, what? No, but the subtitles always just had Krona as Krona or a title or something. And then in the show, they kept going he, and then in one point they went he, she, and they were constantly be like, is it boy, is it girl?
Like when Maka meets Krona for the first time in the show, Maka literally goes, is it a girl or a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they fight. And I feel like the anime chose to go the he version because of Ragnarok and Krona's brotherly, bullyish relationship.
With Soul?
No, Krona and Ragnarok have
Oh, yeah.
have a little versus older brother relation. I
Yeah,
couldn't tell
but
you which one counts as the older.
That was a great punch, Krona! Do you have any idea how it feels to get punched by you? No, I wouldn't have any idea. Let me tell you how it is. It's like when you haven't been able to crap for 3 days and...
So yeah, so I feel like
Yeah,
they chose
brothers
it's
same
kind of like brothers, so let's just push it one way, and it's kind of the opposite. Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX they make Yubel
More feminine.
well, they chose to make her feminine, make Yubel feminine because that she presents as somebody who's overly attached to Jaden, so it had to be a stalker-ish obsession as opposed to just some form of twisted duty.
Yeah. No, and I agree. It's It's sad
Yeah,
that we couldn't
Soul Eater.
handle it at that time because, like,
Soul Eater's
we...
not even that old.
Well, though.
It's not that old, and, like,
Pops.
we grew up with some of the best content, but at the same time, our content wasn't great for representation.
Our content was diluted from what they were doing in the original as well, like a
Yeah.
lot of the time. We always kind of like miss out on it by not like we don't realize.
Streaming?
We are
Yeah.
streaming. Yeah.
Having a literary discussion on stream, it's fun.
Yeah.
Fucking no.
The viewers, as far as I remember, your viewers really like it when you, like, delve into a topic that you really like.
I like it, so they have to put up with it.
But no, I agree, and I think that's part of why I made the switch over from watching it in dub to sub, is because I felt like there was a lot missing, and like the sad thing is that what happened with a lot of animes back then is it would be story beat for story beat for story beat, or picture for picture, word for word, right up until the point that the anime caught up with the manga, and then they had to come up with their own stuff.
Well, in this case, it's because Soul Eater got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Soul
they
Eater
had to
got
rush it.
canceled.
They were like, we have plenty of time to build shit. No, we don't. We have 3 episodes.
Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of interesting that they chose not to do that for certain anime that lasted really long. For like, let's see, oh goodness, excuse me, more. A lot of shonen anime knew that they were going to go on hiatus, like the manga's going on hiatus or whatever.
Yeah.
So they went like, oh, let's write fillers instead of write our own stuff. Because like if you're
Yeah.
looking at Full Metal, they write their own stuff. If you're looking at
Which Full Metal though?
Soul Eater, they kind of wrote their own stuff. The first Full Metal wrote their own stuff. The second did not.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
saying.
the whole shtick. If you're looking at One Piece and Naruto, they took breaks.
Yeah.
That could last up like 20 episodes long. Bleach as well. So that's like, I guess that's Shonen Jump handling that actually. I don't think Shonen publishes. Does Jump publish Soul Eater?
Yeah,
I don't think it is. No, it's Square Enix actually.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, you
I'm
get...
like, no.
Yeah. I was like, wait, no, I remember from the intro sequence in the anime, it's Square
Right.
Enix.
So there's Square Enix, there's Viz, and there's Jump.
I think Viz is not a manga publisher, they're an animator.
No, they do manga
They do
as well.
manga?
Yeah,
No,
because
they're
my
called Viz
library
Studios,
war
yeah.
books are all Viz.
Okay. But I think that, well, for most shonen things, shonen decided to extend or wait.
Yeah.
They didn't do that for Full Metal, and I'm pretty sure Full Metal is Shonen Jump.
Yeah. And I remember with Naruto specifically, like,
Oh,
in
no, actually, hang
Shippuden.
on. If Full Metal was Shonen Jump, we'd have seen Ed or Alphonse in one of the Jump games, and we didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was published by Shonen Jump.
I don't think so either. It might have been Viz. But I do remember that, like, I remember when I was watching Naruto and Shippuden at the same time because I was trying to catch up in Naruto and catch my brothers up because I have a younger brother who was not growing up on it like I did.
Yeah, it's Square Enix as well.
Square Enix? Okay. So I remember watching it and doing Shippuden at the same time, and then at some point, Shippuden had to go on hiatus because they couldn't keep putting in filler.
50
And they were at the
episode
point
hiatus
where...
that killed my freaking interest in an anime.
Yeah, they did a 50 episode hiatus, and then they went on even longer of a hiatus, because what happened was they hit the war arc, and they had caught up to the manga, and they went, this is the end of the story. We cannot just make up our own stuff here. We have to wait for the manga to
And the
finish.
story that lasted an extra 3 years.
Yeah, and they're like, we have to wait for it to
They
finish.
didn't
So
learn
they...
their lesson though, because
No.
for Boruto, they got so excited about continuing the anime that like 90% of it is filler, or 80% of Boruto is filler. There's like one important arc in the entire anime.
yeah.
The rest is crap. It's useless. It doesn't happen in the manga.
There's actually 2 important arcs right now.
Because no, you're right. The stats I'm giving you are like a year old, but
Yeah. But like I remember I was like, oh cool, they're continuing the series, they're doing his son, this could be interesting. I watched the first 5 episodes and I went, are you
it's
fucking
going
kidding me?
nowhere.
This isn't going anywhere, this is worse.
And they did so bad because like they hit you with the like, oh man, you get to see like the first scene in the show is like 3 years in the future.
It's in the future and I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. And then I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
And then you get to see nothing.
Yeah, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm like, great, cool. Thanks for the technological development and everything. Thanks for showing us that his son has it a whole lot easier than him.
Badly, which is kind of funny because Korra
Yeah.
was inspired. Like a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender was inspired by Japanese anime and
Right.
other like Korean manga.
And what's more is they didn't have studio switches where Korra had 3.
It's owned by Yeah, owned by.
They had 3 studio switches.
They were still owned by Nickelodeon, but yeah.
Yeah, but the studio that was working on them, season 1 was different from season 2, and season 2 was different from season 3 and 4. Season 3 and 4 went back to the original writers.
Yeah, the what's the name of their publishing? Like, did they actually have their full studio at that point? Because now they have their own independent studio for Dragon Prince that they're using.
Well, they had their own studio by that point because they were already publishing the comics. For Aang.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's their studio, because if Nickelodeon owns the rights to the series, then they can just sell that out to any publisher they want.
Oh, that's true. But I thought that they had their...
I don't remember the name of the animation
Oh,
studio. They got in trouble a while back.
So what I remember hearing was that Studio 1 and 2 did an okay job, but neither of them sort of lived up to the standards that the original group did. And that for the 3rd season, when the 3rd studio picked it up, they went and hired not only the writers, but also the rest of the staff that worked on Avatar, so that way they could have the same quality.
My opinion on that's kind of convoluted.
Well, yeah, I mean, I liked the 1st season. The 2nd season, I definitely felt the switch and was like, oh yeah, this is actually, like, this is pretty cool. I'm glad we're delving into the spirit stuff, but, like, it doesn't feel as...
I feel like it felt too short, actually.
Both
like,
seasons felt too short.
In the first series, everything is kind of like an ongoing story that...
Yeah.
It's split into books, not because the story requires it to be split, or because they want an end or a start and they don't know the series is going to keep going, but because...
That's how long this
Because
was.
Aang learns each of the elements in said book, and that's what they're named after. Whereas in Korra, it feels like, ironically enough, much like the world it's in, it's heavily more industrialized, so they want to like actually pump it out more like a product than anything else. Do I dislike the Legend of Korra? No.
No, I like
It's
Korra.
good.
Korra is
I like
good.
it, but
I've seen all of it. He's seen 2 seasons.
because Netflix only has the first one.
Yeah, I know. I watched season 1 and I was like, this is really good, and I'm glad that they called it Air, but that's the only element she didn't know, and it was very much about yeah.
Oh yeah,
Air
because
is
that's
the
the only
only
one
one.
that didn't have a book in the first series.
Yeah, and she was really struggling with it because we had Water as 2 books, and then we had Earth and Fire in the first series. So then they did Air for this
They
one.
had 3 books in the first series. They do season 1 Water, but it's book 1 over 2 seasons, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, they just call it part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Don't be too loud.
And like I found like for the first season of Korra, I got really invested in, like I felt like they did a good job of making you like feel like go from her being like, yeah, I'm Hungo and da 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 da, and then actually feel people being like, we don't need the Avatar anymore. And you can feel her struggling with it.
She was a character who was, unlike Aang, was born and then lived through a genocide. She was a character who was born within a world that didn't require any sort of like drastic. Well, no, it didn't require any sort of like world-spanning assistance from this mythological or legendary being. She was just born there, and they're like, well, just in case, we'll train her. And they had everything in place to train her. She had the privilege of being born with everything she could ever need.
On top of that, they kept her hidden because they were worried that something would happen to her.
Yeah.
Like it did for Aang,
so
which
because
caused
she was sheltered, but also had everything she could ever need to train in a way that's so much faster than Aang, she learned everything faster, but also got her confidence so skyrocketed.
Yes, but also when they first found her, she could already use 3 of the elements.
Yeah, she knew how to instinctively do water, fire, and earth.
Earth.
So yeah, so she was super privileged compared to Aang.
Yeah, yeah.
Funny enough, because they made her a person of. Well, I mean, actually, everyone's a nice person color. I take that back.
Well, and what's more is what they tried to make it very clear in the very beginning is for Aang, he didn't want to be the Avatar in the beginning. He didn't want it. He started being ostracized for it. And then he ran away, which then had the genocide happen after he ran away. So he learned about it afterwards.
He was like, what, 10 years old?
He was
12 when
He's 10.
Because he was 12 when he got frozen.
He was 12 when he got frozen.
He was 10 when they found the powers, or they tested him whenever and they immediately told him, well, you're going to have to leave your home, the air nomad, like the temple, because you're going to need to go train.
No, I don't think they got to that point yet. Because his teacher was telling him, we can't have the same relationship that we had before. And that kind of pushed him over the edge.
Yeah, so he was like, all he saw was he was losing things, whereas Korra was like,
I have everything to
so
gain
much
with this.
more excited because she could, one, keep contact with her parents, no problem.
Yeah.
Two, wreck stuff that wasn't like outside of her purview. She's
She didn't
learning how
have
to
to
do
leave
these
her
cool-
home.
She was learning how to do this cool. No, she left her home. Didn't she? No, she finished her.
She's still in the South Pole.
But they had like easier travels because like back then everything was bordered up for Aang, but for Korra everything was like united a little bit. That's why Republic City exists. And you
So,
didn't really like have to stop her.
From what
going
I
back and forth.
understood is in Aang, the bordering up happened after the war. The only one that was sort of bordered up was the Fire Nation when he was first born.
I think
Because he had friends in all the nations.
Yeah, but I want to attribute that more to the fact that they're nomads. They don't stay in one
True.
place.
They have the four
And like,
temples
yeah,
that they
you're right. They
rotate
probably
between.
weren't as closed off as during the war, but in the case of like
Because
everything happening, they still got tension and stuff. Because Roku and Sozin had their relation and whatever happened with them before
Aang was born. So there was still sign like the war was just starting because Aang was born. What, a generation after Sozin died?
Based on the imbalance that
No, he was alive. Sozin was alive when it happened with Aang because it was a 100-year war. Sozin was still alive when he heard that the Avatar was reborn, and he went and
Sozin,
did the
Sozin
attack.
was just Zuko's granddad.
Yeah.
He's
It's his granddad.
is his granddad?
It's his granddad.
Granddad or great granddad?
Great granddad.
Yeah.
He has two great granddads. It's Roku and
So 3
Sozin.
generations went by.
Yeah.
But a generation without the next one passing on. So Sozin happened. Roku dies because of his battle with Sozin?
No, his he had a battle with Sozin, told him he can't do what he wants to. Then him and his wife went to move to their island. Their island's volcano blew up, and he was trying to rescue them and rescue his dragons. He got everybody out, but he couldn't escape. And then his dragon came back for him as he was about to die and wrapped around him, and they died together.
So yeah, that's actually some Atlantis level crap because they die in the explosion and they're just kind of wrapped in molten.
They're not, but they weren't. They didn't die in the explosion. They had the lava went over them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's super Atlantis because you got like the
Yeah.
and they just like statuified there. But yeah, like kind of like in Pompeii where they had the cast of people.
Yeah, because it was Fire Island. It's where they ended up putting the prison there.
Is it the prison or is it not where they go? Is it not where they go to find like? Isn't that where Aang goes for the?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. So what they ended up doing was they put the temple there and then they put the prison there.
I thought the prison. Oh yeah, the prison where they save where
Iroh is.
Gets put.
Yeah. So Iroh ends up in the prison, which is also associated with the Roku. Like there's.
Anything to defile Roku's memory, Sozin, you piece of
Yeah, so there's the Roku temple that's there on his island, and then there's also
like on the other end of it.
on the other end, from what I was understanding, was the prison because, like, they made a point of Zuko being like, I'm struggling with my two sides, and then him explaining, look, you're actually you're sort of related. You're related to the Avatar in a way. You are an Avatar's son, great grandson, but like here being so close to here and him constantly going and visiting his uncle, he's like you're feeling it more because you're sort of connected to it. Like he's feeling the connection. He's struggling with it.
I like that they never really made it so that he was special or anything. Like,
Yeah,
sure,
he's
got
not
like
special.
He's got like a connection to, but it didn't affect like the way he was brought up, the way he sees things. It's
No.
not like a because you're connected to him, you see things differently as everybody else. It's more of a like.
It's the way his mom
It's
was
just
taught
like,
and
oh
his
man,
mom taught him.
my past is connected to it. Now I'm a little more invested as I would be as if my past, like if my grandparents had been involved in anything, right?
Yeah, and what I liked was that it's for him what he was struggling with was his mom, the way his mom had taught him, and his mom had brought him up to be a kind soul, and he was struggling with that because she passed on the teachings that her mother gave her, which was what Ruko and his wife gave her, or whatever the line is.
But anyway, we could go on and on and on because truly this series is peak
really is.
fiction.
But yeah, what I was trying to say.
I want to move on.
Yeah, what I was saying originally was the different, one of the big differences has to be with, Aang woke up in a world that he didn't know anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas Korra never had to deal with that. But then she got attacked, and she was like, it was much more personal, I guess. Like, she was constantly being attacked and attacked and like she was told she wasn't needed, and then the Amon thing started happening, and then like she actually got.
Yeah, they were trying to take Benders out just in general, which was super funny when you learned that the other guy's a Bender himself. But
right. What's more is he's using blood bending, but I was like, we saw chi blocking at some point.
Yeah, but
in the show, like episode 1, they showed us chi blocking. I'm like, why not use that?
Isn't permanent.
That's true. It can be undone.
And I assume, well, because with Korra we also saw that wasn't permanent as well. But like the blood bending to stop people's.
Yeah,
it's just a messed up version of spirit bending. Welcome to the Schism. How Schism are the salty Schism? How you doing, Liam? Thank you for the resub.
Hi, Liam.
You've interrupted us in the middle. You've caught us in the middle of Avatar speech.
Started with
end of it, actually, by the way, because I want to end this soon. But I do want to point out one of the important factors that made it so that Korra was able to expand and have access to more stuff is that the White Lotus had power, and they were backed by Aang's word and the whole shebang.
Yeah, they weren't underground.
Whereas I don't even think they were present as a force when Aang was born.
No, they became a force.
As a response, they're like the leaders or the important philosophers of each kingdom who want, as a response of the Fire Nations, like
Iroh and Bumi put it together.
Yeah, so
they're the ones who created it, along with several
that's
others.
another important factor of giving her like resources that they couldn't have had back then. So like Nato, like the soybean thing.
But also, like, not only did they have power and they were able to protect her and do more of a job than they could during the war, where they were, like, secret agents and working behind the scenes. Like, I found in season 1, it felt very much like, this is a different world, and she is now figuring out how to live in it, because she was taught by the previous generation who needed the Avatar.
Yeah, I feel like the reason that she was like written as I don't understand this world right now, and she was sheltered for a bit, is actually to help the new viewers get back into this world that we're supposed to get used to. But we only know the basic rules of bending exists. There was a war in the back, so you've only seen Avatar: The Last Airbender at the point of you starting Legend of Korra. In theory, if you're not starting right from Legend of Korra, so Korra is your point of view character, and that introduces you to all the changes that you haven't seen from before. So from a meta writing perspective, you're helping fast forward the knowledge that your viewers are seeing, because you can't spend 3 episodes teaching the viewers everything. And since they're localizing it mostly to Republic City in season 1, then you don't have that much to go through. But again, it's only like, what, they're like 20 episode seasons?
The first one was 12 episodes. The second one was 20 episodes, maybe 15. And then
I don't think it was 20 if the first one was 12.
No, well, it was a different studio, and then season 3 and 4 is a fluid story like in the original one, and they start traveling again.
Yeah, but like by then you've already seen Republic City enough, so you understand how that goes.
And you
see how all the bendings evolved. You see how the techs evolved. You see, so yeah, you're not having to get rushed through more explanations, because by now you're supposed to be intimately familiar with the subject matter.
Well, and even then, like by season 3 and 4. They're no longer in those locations, and like it doesn't matter. Those locations actually don't matter anymore.
Which is fine, because...
Which is fine. It's great. They're there.
The important bit of teaching us about Republic City is that it had the highest level of technology available to the current world, because all 4 nations were putting things together. I wanted to move on from the subject.
I know. And then in season 2, they had the spirits happen, and then in season 3, like the big thing is that Republic City is learning how to work with the spirits. They're learning how to live alongside them.
Also, they have lava benders.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so cool.
Okay, let's go. No. We gotta keep going. Goodness. We've had 1 fight.
2 fights, technically. Actually, a couple.
If you count the moms, but... You're just gonna... By the way, this is gonna be their vibe the whole time.
Oh.
How you doing, Liam, by the way?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh, did they get the alien orbs already? Okay. Lilium orbs. My bad. Alien's 1 second. Yeah. So this is the game's main new combat mechanic. Yes, it was your orientation. Congratulations on the new job once again.
Congratulations. I really need to stop like sitting in my chair where like I'm just barely in view of the camera.
Yeah, I could not sit that way you're sitting right now. I would fall, or be afraid of falling.
Really?
I can't. It doesn't work for me. Like the second I'm more than like 45 degrees back, I fear for my death.
I do not. I absolutely love the rocking sensation.
So in this case, while Mila knows a little bit more about the world that Jude doesn't, or what is going on in the world, Jude knows more about this. So yes, you're probably going to want to get...
Yeah. Here, pull me forwards.
Why? You're able... See? You're falling yourself. I knew it.
No,
Death.
I'm not falling. I need you to pull me forwards because my legs are underneath me.
So this is how we learn new skills.
Okay.
Have you ever played Final Fantasy X?
Yes.
There you go. However...
I didn't play 10-2 and I never finished 10.
That's fine. 10-2 does not have the same sphere grid as 10.
I got to...
This is closer to the sphere grid.
Okay. I got halfway through disc 2 of Final Fantasy X. Yes, I know I had multiple discs because I was on an Xbox.
That game never released on Xbox.
I didn't have a PlayStation.
Well, you must have, because that game never released on Xbox.
Oh my god, we've been through this before.
No, every time you say this, we're talking about 13.
That's right. I've never played 10. But 13 has...
We have 10 on the Switch.
Okay,
And
yeah,
the PlayStation.
yeah. The 13 has sort of a similar idea. Sort of.
Yes, you're not incorrect. It's just closer to... Well, I mean, it's kind of both.
Yeah.
I feel. So the way it works, you might want to read...
I
what
have
each of
been
the-
reading.
No, I mean like each of those does. Because, like, you could choose to build each character in a line, depending on what stat you want. Or what I did was I just warped around.
That's typically what I end up doing. I like balanced characters.
I mean, whether you want...
What was Final Fantasy 12? Isn't Final Fantasy 11 now starting to show up?
Final
I think?
Fantasy 12 had a really weird leveling system, actually. It was like a license board, if I recall correctly. So, like, you needed to use similarly to this and put points into your board to get, like, new abilities. It was very similar to the sphere grid, it just presented differently, if my memory serves properly. I could be completely wrong. They want you to activate the ones with the arrows on them because it's going to give you that passive skill.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Momentary gain. So skills use skill points, much like none of the games we've played up till 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a... I think that's an art. Yeah, that's an art. Do you want to switch around a bit? Okay.
No.
So that's how it works.
Because she's not?
She doesn't answer.
I guess... Oh, hang on.
Yeah, real weird.
Not at all. We are one and the same.
They're the same person!
I'm sorry. I am Maxwell, Lord of Spirits.
What? Come on, you're totally human. You look just like a normal woman.
I would hope so. That is the form I created for myself.
The form you created?
Yay, I'm glad they explained that early.
Lord of Spirits, ruler of elements.
You don't believe me?
Why did this have to be 2 separate skits?
A person claiming to be a spirit? It's a bit much to
To
swallow.
keep them short, I think.
Oh.
How do you humans prove your identities to each other?
Well, by showing identification, I guess. I have a medical school ID card.
Then I doubt that I'll be able to prove my identity to your satisfaction.
Yeah, just write it down. My name is Bela Maxwell. Maxwell, Lord of Spirits, on a piece of paper. That'll tell me exactly what you want to know.
I don't even know when to apply for a spirit ID card.
Really okay for me to be following this?
The Drax energy's kind of strong there. You want to boost, Jude?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I came in here.
Yep. I would usually go for Vitality or Strength, actually, this guy.
Strength.
He's got an art there, I kind of want to know.
Over here?
Oh, there's two arts. So there's one down there. That's Strength down there. I think Vitality, and that should be Attack or Strength.
This is strength.
Yeah, okay, so give me Strength and Vitality for now. Just get all four.
This one?
And then go down. So that'll teach me Soaring Vortex, giving me my third art as opposed to my second one. Or my seventh, like you. Oh, you need to equip the art, though.
Oh.
Give it to me. Yes. Yes. Also, I have healing.
Yeah, I should never ever play the healer.
He's not the main healer, I think. I think.
Oh, I gotta pass.
I'm not sure. Huh? So in this game, you don't need to use magic lens to figure out how many HP things have and how much. It's like in Graces where like you get to see their weaknesses right off the bat. Yeah, we're never gonna use that.
Tale Innocence has the magic lenses in it, but you don't really need to use
I
it.
feel like Graces is the first one that they don't use them in. So, the good news about using a character that can actually fight physically is that you can get TP back by smacking people.
That is true.
Unlike whacking people with your
My hammer?
little weird Magatama thing.
Hey, cool, I noticed that.
Yeah.
That was like really cheeky too, because like it very easily could have been hidden.
Oh yeah, so those things tend to that's Soaring Vortex, right? It's a counter, I think. Oh yeah, we got taunts.
Cool.
Those things tend to just be random spawn, and they give you like little materials. None of them are supposed to be super important.
Yeah, but it was still very sneaky.
Oh, and I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid if you do miss them. Ooh, bones. Changing characters. We are not doing that here.
Glasses. Stay on face. I need to go get them tightened and resized to my face.
Maybe don't see face.
I lost weight, so my face isn't the same.
Oh, yeah.
Having a spaz attack there?
Spasm attack now. Professor House is dead.
What?
Professor House is dead.
What?
Professor House is dead.
Why?
Well, we missed that before because Jude saw him die, I think.
So there's little bits that we won't understand and know until we look at it from the other side.
What are you doing?
I'm cuddling you.
Why?
I read it in a book. When humans are upset, they feel better when you cuddle them.
Are you upset? The timing was kind of odd. Are you upset now?
Yeah. I was trying to make a joke out of it and get you to cuddle me.
I know, that's why I joked.
Yeah, and then you're like, you don't get a cuddle, and I was like, oh, I wanted a cuddle.
You're like, oh, I'm upset, yeah.
The mother's touch.
Sounds like a book about child rearing. I'm not a baby.
This technique has no effect on you. Humans are so complicated.
Well, I guess I do feel a little better. Thank you.
So it does work.
I'm so sad that she doesn't go around like randomly cuddling people later on in the game.
Right? I kind of wanted like that whole Pascal thing where she just insists on trying to touch Sophie.
Oh, well, I mean, this is a little more wholesome than that, but...
Yes, very wholesome than that. But I thought it could still be funny. Randomly going around and hugging people.
Help, my TP's max. What do I do? You okay?
Dizzy.
Maybe stop shaking your head?
Yeah, I'm going up and down too quickly.
Well, we talked about Korra for 30 minutes.
Oh, we also talked about Soul Eater.
For 10.
When my business here is done, I promise to see you safely.
What kind of tea is it anyway?
Jasmine.
Jasmine?
Yeah.
We don't talk about
Oh, right, that's her name.
her. Yeah.
My bad. I forgot.
I was joking. What kind of person who just gets randomly triggered if you see the word that matches another word?
No, I know. It's just
Why are you doing 300 damage per attack? I'm your... No, actually, I guess you're the kind of the attacker with the cast.
I'm not even using it.
I don't know why you're busted like doing 300 damage. I feel like maybe there's a nerf coming for you. I don't know.
Maybe because I'm Maxwell right now, so
Though,
it would
to
make
be fair,
sense to
your
get
attacks
nerfed.
do not hurt. Like, they don't go fast, so like...
Yeah, they're kind of slow.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
making like 100, 200.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Like, I'm hitting about 2 to 3 times per one of your attacks.
Yeah, and your attacks are between 24 and 109.
Between 24... Actually, I saw 160 there.
Yeah.
Something in like 2 or 3 attacks equals one of yours. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, this game.
Let me open it.
No.
Damn it!
You've been denied. Oh, this guy's got a shield.
Oh, hey, look.
Woo!
That was fun.
Bonus XP. Largest combo amount of time it took, and whether you were able to beat it without completing 2 damage. You get 3 extra skill points, so you can go put 3 points in your million.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't level up. How dare you?
You're like 1 away from leveling up.
That's my point. I'm 3.
Sorry, 3.
That's just 1 fight, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
So you could probably get that art there if you wanted. Also, do remember that your stick has arts.
The one in the middle here?
Yeah, so all you gotta do is get the other 2 nodes there and you can get it. You can get some more passive skills too. Actually, you'll be able to get 1 more node. Splash.
Yeah.
Now you have a water spell. It's defense? Oh, it's speed and defense. Okay.
Right, speed and defense.
Did you tell her about this this particular node right there?
Which one?
The one that's like
The game did. That's a lot. That's a keynote. So you need to get all those to be able to get the next layer.
yeah. So,
But we
Yeah,
know that
so-
the game has a tutorial.
so yeah, like I guess like the game said, I don't remember, but yeah. But yeah,
Let
like
me
the-
ambush you.
I don't think that's the thing in this game yet. I say yet because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that X blue. Hey, how about we don't cast things? Don't make me sick my attack dog spirit lady on you. Attack dog girlfriend.
Maxwell gets a human
so, yeah, I guess
boyfriend.
Like that game said, if you get that
Give
key
me some
node, it'll
name skills.
expand.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I think it's possible. You just gotta.
I'll let you pick your stuff.
Also, I'm pretty
I
sure it
know
is
where you
possible. You just gotta touch them in the. You just gotta touch them in the back while they're without them seeing you.
Oh,
That sounded so bad.
Stamina?
What?
Stamina and dexterity? UP? Why don't we go some skills? You got what? Whoa! Okay, I'm gonna go for mine. Oh, you're definitely getting a nerf. I can see it coming. You see that? You see this?
Yeah.
That's a nerf. She's 100% getting a nerf. Why not just activate everything? Oh wait, actually everything is active, my bad. She just has 100 SP for no reason. Enjoy your future nerf, Ada.
I don't mind if she gets nerfed. I don't care. I'm having
Jude,
fun.
10 SP, 1 skill. Mila, everything equipped, still has 64 SP left.
Also,
Pardon me?
the 4.
Oh, actually, yeah, I think she does lose those, to be fair. I do think she loses those.
I won't be able to talk to everybody.
I didn't say she wouldn't be able to talk to them, I'm just going to say that they're not there. I just don't remember. Yes, it's a spoiler.
Yes, and he makes a point of like not telling me things and waiting for me to guess stuff. With Symphonia, it was funny because I guessed a lot of things accurately.
Well, that's good. That's a sign to the fact that they're foreshadowing their stuff properly.
Keep it up.
Kill it.
Oh, hey, kitty cat.
Kitty, kitty,
I
kitty,
didn't
kitty,
set up
kitty,
the tier
kitty,
list. I
kitty.
should have done that before. I had so much time.
Yeah, you did. I figured I wasn't sure we were gonna do it because we didn't really touch it after a certain point in the other game.
Well, I mean, after a certain point, we didn't really get much more. Like, you could see where the plot was going with the characters, so you didn't really need to.
Yeah, but I could have switched it around.
But you kept saying you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I really didn't like
well,
certain
you
things.
can fight these guys. I'm just gonna. Oh,
Just gonna do what?
heal myself. That's the door.
Yes, yes, I saw it.
I studied self-defense when I was a kid.
They say that even the best trained soldiers may panic in the face of actual combat. Yet you seem completely together.
Well, I had a friend I trained with who used to shout
Yeah.
An attack me out of the blue.
I see.
I always wind up on the ground covered in bruises.
I'm sorry to dredge up such painful memories.
What? No, it's not like that.
Don't all bully children say that?
It's not what...
He's like, wait a minute.
Realizing he's been bullied.
That's not. Wait.
Is it?
Alright, no. Yeah.
Ground Dasher.
Go round, Dasher! Stalagmite! You do know who he's talking about.
Yep.
She's a future party member.
I kind of figured. The second he was like, I had a friend growing up who used to randomly shout sparring time at me.
Big gun.
Spylex weapon. I knew.
Seepit.
Yeah, I just realized something.
What?
Well, in here has been starting to bug me and swell a little bit, but I've been drinking jasmine tea a lot more often.
You think you're allergic to the jasmine tea?
Mm-hmm.
The Lance of Kresnik.
Sage from the Genesis age.
Don't they have a game called Tales of Genesis?
So this is what humans call irony. Naming this weapon after Kresnik.
yes, but no. No, I don't think they do have Tales of Genesis. Get him. Yo, Sylph looks so much cooler in this game than the 3 versions of guns.
Right.
So that really makes her max...
I found her ID card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she got the echo voice. Let's go. Why does Ifrit look so different?
They all look different.
Yeah, well, I mean, Undine. Yeah, you're right. Well, Sylph has this similar like body shape, but they also have sunglasses.
Your voice does not go with your actions whatsoever.
Gremlin.
Ah, time to get nerfed.
Ooh, it's right now. Hello, please don't kill me. Actually, yes, you did get.
Pardon?
You are getting nerfed right
Yeah.
now.
Now the voice is starting to fit.
Just falls over backwards.
directly on her mana lobes.
Wasn't part of the plan. But it's nothing. I can't.
Mana lobes. So this one takes a bit more of a sci-fi approach to it,
Are you gonna try and stop it?
regardless of the fact that spirits are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Leela, look down.
Or you'll be dragged in with it.
What if I died? It's gonna do my belt. Ouch.
Ooh, you undoing your belt?
Horny.
More spirits? Wait. Take Leela. And then run?
Who's talking to him?
The spirits.
Oh.
What are you trying to do?
They're about to flex. Oh yeah, I did notice that his eyes went red and he was going...
What is that actually called?
Yeah, his eyes changed color and were red. And then he started going, the four spirits... Like, they were glowing red. When they chimed to him. Go after her, Jude. They asked you to.
Do you think he has chakra control? Just walk on water?
Oh wait, is that?
Not allowed saying. Not allowed saying because I have to have an honest reaction to everything. Finally! Granddad?
It's the intro sequence.
I love this game's intro.
So you know the drill. First impressions on the characters.
When we saw the introductions of the two, I immediately jumped to Mila, and I still love Mila.
No, what's your first impression on the rest of them? You see?
Oh, on the rest of that? I think
hey!
they're interesting. I'm like, Granddad. And then the guy with the black hair, I'm like, Daddy.
Alvin is daddy.
Alvin is Daddy. Who's Alvin?
That guy.
Him?
Yeah.
He has guns, too!
He has a gun.
She's cutesy, but powerful,
Why would
obviously. Ooh, who
Oh,
are
which
you?
one?
Who are you?
He's a spoiler.
I know we saw the girl with the short hair, and I'm like, oh, she's the bimbo. Probably the
girl with
hero.
short hair? You mean the one in like white and orange?
Yeah, with
Is that her?
her.
Bimbo? Okay. The first thing you see her do is run with kids.
Could be a bimbo.
Alright, you're right, my bad.
Bimbo.
I just don't like the usage of that word.
Okay. I mean, you can still have a great heart and be all about being with the kids, but...
But what do you mean by bimbo? Specify, because that's not a word that's like very nice for women in general.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of more like the one... How do I describe it?
Do you need to use other characters as a reference point? That could help you.
Like, that sad secondary person, the secondary love that never gets a happy ending and never gets with the character that they want to be with.
Okay, I don't think I'd use the word bimbo for that. That's...
Me neither. That was just the first thing that came to mind. Trying to describe it. Look, I can't put my emotions to words, and when I see characters, my brain doesn't go, let's analyze them. Well, actually, it does go analyze them, but it's first, what is my first feelings about them? And how do I feel about the character first? And then I do a deep analyzation.
No, my problem is more like, okay, maybe not use the word bimbo on streams because bimbo is generally like, it's a stereotypical misogynistic term these days, so...
Well, I mean, I also use it as airhead.
Okay, that has something to do with bimbo, but the bimbo is more like... It's more like meant to... Like, it's an airhead who doesn't need to be smart because she is stereotypically using her sexuality to get the things that her intelligence could get her instead. That's what a bimbo is like generally considered, right? But that's not... Well, first of all, that's a misogynistic like preconception of pretty women. What?
Never mind. There is child versions of it that is very, very prominent from our childhood.
What?
If you say so. Anyway, so yeah, so like,
rich girl who doesn't have to do doesn't have to use smarts to do anything.
No,
But
the
it's
riches,
actually
the
technically
richness isn't the part of it. It's the fact that they're using their quote-unquote feminine wiles to get up on men or
That is
use
true.
men.
That is true. Actually, I did just watch a Reddit story where somebody was explaining like that their mom always never wanted to be a mom and always wanted to seem like she was in her late 20s, early 30s when she was pushing 40 to get young, rich boyfriends and was like.
Well, I'm sure those
mom.
people exist. I just don't like
The terminology.
No, I don't like the fact. It's a preconception that was made by people who believed that men needed to be protected from these kind of people, and it's not all men need to be protected from all women that are pretty, because it's part of that, like that the work of, you know, the problem in our society regarding gender roles, where like women are unable to be intelligent without being because they can't be taken seriously in intelligent places in the society.
That's true.
And then they also can't be treated with respect when they're not intelligent and they're using their femininity to get things that you don't want to give them because of their own merits.
That is
So
true.
it strikes that really bad. It's you know, it's just the
Yeah, no, and I forgot that was the original terminology, because I also grew up around a bunch of girls who, like, our way of describing an airhead who was always who was never going to get that love and it was always the second one, but that was our way of terminology it.
well, that's unfortunate.
That was our way of reclaiming the word, I guess.
If you're using it as an insult, you're not reclaiming it.
Not so much as an insult as, like, she could do so much better.
Anyway, so your impression of her was Airhead?
Yeah.
So we got Daddy, we got Grandpa, we got Airhead.
No, but, like,
We got another character.
Grandpa is, like, elegant grandpa who knows what he's fucking doing. What's more is
Yeah,
I
the guy
look
has
at him.
the guy has a maestro coat.
Hang on. Not only the maestro coat, but also the way that he does his hair is like another character that's
Yeah, the ponytail. He was like,
yeah. So there's a character who has stands.
You ain't never seen a man stand that straight.
Hang on. There is a character in Innocence. His hair is the exact same style but black. He stands the exact same way. And he has a shotgun that he uses all the time.
Well, we're not going to see that guy with a shotgun. I'm
Yeah,
telling you
no,
now.
that's fine. But he also uses magic, and, like, obviously he's, like, one of the descendants of the people from the other realm. But, I saw him, and I went, that is one of my favorite characters in that game. And I'm like,
I'll give you something to get.
you became Granddad!
This game has a really solid, like, set of cast, if I'm going to be honest. I think that, like, I say that about all the Tales games so far, I think, to be fair, but, like, this game has a really solid cast. And I think one of the things that makes me like the cast in this game a little more than I would have otherwise is the fact that, like, each of them has a particular skill that is specific to their character, and therefore kind of, like, embedded into their personality. So, like, with Jude, he's got like, you know how, like, Mila can, like, spirit shift, right, her spells? Jude can, his ability is if he backsteps, he'll immediately go behind an enemy so he can get back attacks.
That's true.
If he does a perfect dodge, which is really cool.
Nice.
And it's also translated into the person that comes from his town who has a very similar ability. Because they were trained under the same master. Another character has an ability that resembles Mila, but not for any good reason, I think. It's just because mechanically it makes sense. There's the main caster character can kind of, like, I don't remember.
The little
his
girl?
ability. No, there's two caster characters technically, but one of them, like, two of them do very different things. There's also a sub-mechanic in this game where, like, specific characters have an advantage against specific enemies, and the game lets you take advantage full of that because you can switch out your party mid-battle. So, like, if you're... Yeah! So instead of, like, having...
Finally!
Instead of having, like, a locked 4-person party, like in Graces or Symphonia...
Innocence!
Every one of the games does that.
And Innocence, it's not a 4-person party, it's a 3-person party because there's only 6 characters.
So, unlike most of the other Tales games, because that's a main mechanic, when you're fighting, like, a boss or an enemy that has a specific trait that you know that a certain enemy, like, character needs to abuse, you'd have to, like, swap before the fight, but you can switch between the fight, which links into another mechanic that you need to use to abuse that mechanic, where you can connect You can pair up 2 characters in battle.
I am so happy about this.
So it's really cool. It's very on the fly.
Get
it's
so frustrated with games that do not allow me to switch my party around mid-combat, and I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. If you have all these people who are supposedly taking part in this fight, but you only see 4 of them taking part in this fight, and you can't switch them around and have people moving. I'm like,
I think most of the time they flavor it as like, oh, for example, like in Persona, you've got people on the back burner who are resting, so that if you ever need them to take over, then they can swap over, right? So so you don't have like everybody exhausted all at once.
Which makes sense, and that is fine, and I like how
I think Persona handles it the best, actually.
They do handle it the best, but then some games, like, Innocence frustrates me. Like, I love Innocence. Innocence is like one of my favorite games, but I forgot how frustrating it was combat-wise, because there's only 6 characters, and every time you exit out of combat, all the characters react to stuff. Every single one of them.
They're all on the trip.
And they all have skins, and they all are like, oh yeah, we were all in the battle. And it's like, no, you weren't! And I couldn't trade anyone in!
Stop yelling, by the way.
Sorry.
That's just for the ease of story writing, that they don't have to assume each party you have, right?
Yeah.
Especially for a Game Boy Advance or a DS game.
Which makes sense. It does. I got frustrated because, like, I'd be in a boss fight, and I'm like, if I had access to my full party, I'd be able to do this fight. But because I don't, I have to go and grind and be extremely over level for the fucking fight in order to win.
Well, you're not gonna, again, because mechanical like limits, but also from one of the another comment on that is the fact that, like, it feels like it clashes with the fact that, again, they're trying to give you the idea of, you've got a 3-person party and they're not on the back barter, so they're using HP, they're using TP and everything, which you can swap people out all the time in between. Well, not in combat, but like in between combat, you can be like, okay, you're now on the front line, so your characters who have no TP can go in the back and then relax for a bit, even though they won't get TP back. Use their and move on before you go back to the end.
Yeah,
right?
and in an instance,
but it clashes when you get to a cutscene where they're like, we've all been fighting. You're like, no, you were supposed to be not fighting and resting, so the rest of them could fight.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is
so I get really frustrated with that, because I'm like, it's really frustrating when you get to a point, you've done all the fights that you're supposed to do, and you're at the level that you're supposed to be, or above the level you're supposed to be, but because you don't have access to the full party, it's hard to do that boss fight that comes up. And so then you have to go back and you have... Oh, no. In Innocence, I did exactly what you did, and I went to every fight except for the ones that I knew for a fact that I was going to lose, because they were the ones that were... I was too low of a level, or I didn't have enough party members in order to do the fight.
What do you mean not enough party members? You have a maximum of 3 people in your party.
Yes, but you
so the game is balanced around that.
You start with 1 player character, and then you get 2 characters, and then it's a while before you get your 3rd character.
But then the game is balanced around the amount of characters you have at that point anyway.
Yes, so it's not until I get that 3rd character that I'm able to do those fights.
That sounds like a you problem, no offense.
No, but the thing no, it's because it was a section of the map that I wasn't supposed to go to yet. I was supposed to go straight,
then
but because I got lost and I went sideways,
okay,
I went into an area with a fight.
So you're saying it's a you problem.
Yeah, I got lost trying to go to a city, and I was trying to get to it on the wrong side of the river, and I ended up in a spot where it was supposed to be higher level, and then they would come and attack me, and I was like, oh yeah, I can do this fight. I remember being able to do these fights, no problem. Do it, and then I would die multiple times, and I went, what is happening? And then realized... Right, I don't have the good healer yet. And then my parties were always 2 heal, my half healer, my full healer, my sort of full healer, my better healer of the 2, but who could also fight, and then another fighter.
Alright. Okay. I don't play this.
The green!
It's still there.
Not really.
Yes.
Okay.
The lighting's just bad.
It just seems a lot less.
Her curvy thing is...
really green, but
really
the rest of it is a lot lighter.
It's always been more blonde than green. Oh man, that's not bad for my eyes at all, thanks.
Yeah, that's really badly animated water, but that's just because I've seen better animated water. And
This was a PS3 game.
yeah, I'm saying that's only because I've seen better
Not me saying
animated
it's just a PS3
water.
game. I know the graphics engine isn't as good as like Unreal 5, but like PS3 had pretty good graphics back then.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not as good as nowadays,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's still pretty good.
If I lied to you, would you just forget? I feel like we skipped a scene there.
I feel like it too, but I didn't click on anything.
No, I know.
So it might be something that was just Jude. Ooh, you are tired.
No, she's no longer guided by the Four. Does she rely on the Four for everything? Yes, actually.
Because Maxwell is a spirit and not a human. And the Four had more experience with humans.
Well, no, they just, were better at combat than an untrained 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't think she's 16, she might be 21. Haha, how you liking your nerf, Ada?
I miss my stuff.
I don't kill everything in one hit anymore.
Yeah, I like that.
Good thing she has a Lily Amort. I'm fighting guards. I don't think spines work like that.
The city entrance is always crawling with police. You'd be safer heading to the theater.
Where is that?
You don't know where it is, do you? This way.
You can see the bruh in his face.
Yup. Oh god, this is why I'm doing this.
Go save the game.
Of course, I'm not going to be dumb anymore.
If you're playing as Jude, the background's green here. Teal, I guess.
I have realized that I have this really bad habit of when I get really into a game is that I forget to save.
You and me both, sister.
It's okay. Besides, I still owe you for saving me.
I
Mm.
The city built upon spirit arts. I must say it's quite the spectacle.
No.
It's on the opposite side of the city from here. We need to go towards the Central Plaza first. We can only get to the Z-Haven via the path that leads to Talon Medical School.
You done talking? I think I just
That might be it, actually. Is that a girl? Yeah. Oh, it's a dude. No. Don't know. Just saw a bunch of Special Force soldiers go running by. What the heck's going on? Sure is a lot of commotion all of a sudden. What happened? Was there an accident or something?
You could say that.
Murder.
I just tend to be a little OCD about my safe files.
Soldiers you see patrolling the city are part of the military guard. They're strict, but nowhere near as bad as the ones from Special Forces. Special Forces soldiers answer directly to the king and balk at nothing. Cold hard bastards, a lot of them. I think that's an inn. Yeah. It's a hotel, my bad. Oh, good.
Alright.
I wasn't sure because they weren't.
They were red on the map, but yeah, I was also not sure myself. Did you lose like 2/3 of your TP as well? Yep. You're back to normie stats.
Yep. There
That's
we
the one.
go.
That's a woman for sure. Mr. Light Spirit.
That's Ifrit.
Nope.
Well, when she arrived, she pulled the lights. Like, she had the lights turned off.
Yeah, but that wasn't because Ifrit's the Light Spirit.
It's her?
They're the 4 great spirits. There are lesser spirits present.
Oh, right.
After crossing the Central Plaza, turn right at the first corner.
That should be to your right now.
Central.
If a creeper here,
cold again. I don't like it. I can't do anything about it.
Those stars.
They're pretty.
Boat.
You two! Stop right there! Huh? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
Doctor.
He's already a doctor?
Yeah. He's about to graduate though.
No, he would be a medical student, so not a doctor yet.
I can't believe you were the one we were looking for.
They would run.
You got this. I've a warrant for your arrest. There's one for her too.
They work fast.
I'm authorized to use force if necessary. But I don't want to hurt you.
But wait, just hold on a minute. We may have done a little breaking and entering, but that hardly makes us public enemy number one.
Why would you admit to a crime?
So much for that. It looks like they're not listening.
Mr. Eldon!
I'm sorry. But I'm afraid I have my orders.
Just let us go.
Julie, I can't let them capture me.
Can't, he has to do his job.
I have to resist.
Then we'll do it the hard way.
He could have it go easy on them.
Except she's like a super wanted criminal by like
Yeah.
a royal degree, apparently. That could have killed somebody.
Yep.
Y'all don't mind a little collateral damage?
I don't blame both for leaving.
This is goodbye, Jude.
Oh, they're just too for leaving.
For all of this.
Think your next move over carefully, Doc. The more trouble you give us, the harder your sentence.
You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I just wanted to...
Oh, hello.
Aw, yeah.
Go.
One of these military types brave, protecting the world from pipsqueaks like
And yeah, it's Matt Mercer.
They're in the game together. Oh,
No.
this is the references that they make.
Wait, but I...
Because they like making references to games that they work together with.
Sometimes they don't even know what games they work on. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
you're an ex-smart criminal. If they catch you, you'll face execution.
What? Execution?
My second playthrough, I had accessories, and so I gave him sunglasses.
Yeah,
To enhance the experience.
pick you up.
I hope you're sturdier than you look.
Ooh, he's fast. He doesn't sound like Matt.
It was Matt.
I know it's Matt. It doesn't sound like Matt.
What's going on here?
The military's doing drills or something on shore. We were just
Oh yeah, you jump from shore to a boat, they're just
Yeah.
doing drills, that makes sense.
come on.
Plausible deniability.
Think a pipsqueak and pretty girl and a dashing man like you are up to no good.
Yo, there's somebody being picked up and held on by somebody else because he's hurt.
It's Alvin. Huh? That's my name.
Alvin!
You're Jude, right?
Alvin!
And this is me.
Wait.
Hang in there, kid.
I don't like your scarf. But I like everything else about you.
It's a good scarf.
It would be cool if the scarf was like off to the side, not directly
I
in
feel like
front.
it's more of a tie than a scarf, actually.
Probably.
Or an ascot? It might be like a really long
No.
ascot.
I don't know. Ascots are supposed to be short for a reason.
Look, he's wearing a trench coat.
That's true.
But a trench coat that doesn't reach the floor.
Matt Mercer.
Cavity's laid off a bit.
It's not a trench coat.
Tired wish.
No, this is just doctor.
Y'all are stowaways.
We don't have any sort of identification.
Speak for yourselves.
I'm a responsible adult, a citizen with ID. Ajul.
He's headed home.
No.
No.
You said you're a med student. Didn't expect that.
I don't remember what he said he was from. She said Niakara.
He hasn't mentioned his yet.
Why did you do this? What did you do? Well, cash, of course.
How is savings making money?
Somewhat. I actually ended up getting in serious trouble with the military that I figured. Now that I've swung to your rescue and impressed you with my daring do, I can charge you for my services.
Charge us what? I'm nearly broke.
Singles for me, I'm afraid.
Seriously? I'll take one of this cash you need. Don't you have any precious metals? Jewels? Rich relatives about to crow?
Nothing on me. Everything happens so fast.
I got my coat and these bracers for my hands.
What exactly do you do, Alvin? You look like a soldier. Sure don't act like one.
You're on the right track, kid. I'm a mercenary. It's better than being a soldier. We don't have to follow orders. We set our own hours, and we help people. For a price.
Well, it would seem like you hope to see free.
Well, it's a risk in the trade. Maybe I'll find some paying customers and not true.
This is why most mercenaries don't do anything before you pay them.
Yep. They make a point of that in Innocence. Because the guy that I was telling you about is a mercenary, and he was hired to kill the third character that you're supposed to go get. No, the fourth character that you get. And she was like, well, this is my role. Will this do? And gives him something because she's like, can I hire you if I pay you more than your employer? He's like, well, I'm being
Classic
paid.
mercenary plot
Yeah,
line.
he's like, I'm being paid quite a bit. She holds out like something extremely precious to the church, and he's like, this will do.
That'll do.
That will more than do it. Yeah, sure. What do you need me to do? Be my bodyguard from now on. So now you can't kill me, and you have to partake with everybody else. He's the only adult in a party of children.
We got 2 adults in this game. I mean, I guess they're all technically adults, but except for one.
Yeah, no, they're all very, very much children, but there are, because of the way that they are in Innocence and who they are, what they are,
There's seemingly more adults in the party of Tales of Symphonia than there are in the children's. Because there's the 3 main, and then everybody else seems to be at least in their 20s.
in Symphonia.
Yeah.
I
I guess Zelos counts as another one that's the same age.
Zelos is yeah. I think he's just slightly older than main character
Yeah. Lloyd.
Lloyd. Because the only ones that were like really adult were
Rain Regal.
Rain, Regal, Kratos,
But then you get.
and then you find
You
out
could
that
argue Sheena's
Presea.
pretty old.
I think Sheena is the same age as in the same age group as Zelos. And I
Yeah,
think
so
that
she's
they're
a little older
just,
than everybody else.
and she also seems to have a thing for Lloyd. So,
Yeah, which was I think she's like a year or 2 older.
and then Presea, if you really want to say it.
I don't know.
Well, see, the thing is that she
Doesn't
stopped.
act like a kid.
No, because she stopped aging. She is technically older than her sister, who was in love with Regal, and was an
Yeah.
adult.
Yeah.
So she is technically
Though
an
there's,
adult.
there's something to be said that Regal probably like Regal looks maybe 30, but top 30, like not 31.
like late 20s or
Yeah,
30s.
at max he's 30. At lowest I'd say 25, which easily puts Rain at the oldest, if not counting Kratos.
Yeah, because she was just a kid when they got sent over, so.
Yeah.
Kratos has like a good 400 years on her.
1,000.
Yeah, a couple thousand.
Would it kill you to show a little concern? I mean, you dragged him into this, right?
It's fine.
He insisted on helping me. I told him again and again to go home, but he wouldn't listen. He's here of his own accord.
This is true. I told him again and again. So why did Maxwell choose to be a girl?
Higher charisma? I don't know.
Maybe the handmaiden? before. I'm not sure I follow. That's when Jude should pipe in and be like, she means the four great spirits.
But I think Jude is more like, maybe I don't need to go, advertising that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Jude put all his points into intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah.
He is a monk. So Alvin's battle mechanic is he can double charge some skills. When you do one of his arts, you can hold the button and he'll charge the sword. Some event occurs when you speak to a character with an exclamation point over their head. There's side quests, I don't know if you want to do them.
They just said paying customers.
Oh, in this case we don't have a choice.
Oh, you're mercenaries. Oh, perfect timing.
What kind of request? Someone's got a problem with monsters. We get paid to solve the problem.
His face.
So by taking on these jobs, you get the reward and I get the practice.
Right. Everybody wins. Except the monsters.
We can just points.
Okay. Hit us with the details.
Some monsters we've never seen before are lurking near a lake west of the Sea Haven. A lot of people depend on that lake for water, so those monsters have become a real nuisance. I'm looking
Kill him.
for someone to exterminate the beast.
What's the reward?
I'm in. Money. Ah, yes, good. You could.
I feel sick to my stomach, but I'll be fine.
Now these beasts are no pushovers, so please watch yourselves.
Oh, by the way, Little Witcher has now not only seen the video Gummy Bear, but also Crazy Frog.
I mean, I feel like Gummy Bear's a little wilder.
Oh yeah, at one point, like, Gummy Bear shakes his butt in the video, and Little Witcher went, I can see his butt. I don't want to see his butt.
Good.
And then the next thing I know is that while he's going to the potty, he's just sitting there going, bing, bing. I was like, he's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then by the end of the video, he was like, he's crazy. I'm like, that's the point. He's Crazy Frog. He's like, oh.
Fight Alvin. Not.
Bing, bang. Hmm.
Well, that'll do.
I don't know what the scene is for.
I guess just to show us
She
that
learns the
it's-
basics, I guess. So now she
Yeah.
can swing her sword properly.
I did notice that her attacks were even slower than before.
Don't you? Take a moment to consider your situation. You don't have to stay with me anymore, you know.
You're technically in a different kingdom, so.
Yes, but I think he feels obligated because of the four asked him to do it, and he went through with it. Take Mila and run.
In the Jude playthrough, you get more of a feeling that he's enamored with her as to how
What are you suggesting?
curious she is as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just that he still has some time to think things over.
I guess it's because we're not seeing things from his point of view.
Okay, very well.
There's a lot of like,
Let's go and complete that request.
I don't want to say angst, but there's a lot of like, she's not like any woman I've seen before, if memory serves.
Now you're on the run. That's a pretty tough lesson for a kid.
Also, I need to help her because she's helpless.
I brought it upon myself.
Wait until Alvin finds out that she's Maxwell.
There's a weapon store nearby too. Wanna go?
Sure.
Activated their so-called Lance of Krasnik. So this must be the key they used to arm it. Do you want something?
Whoa, hold your fire. I come in peace. Can't a mercenary have a friendly chat with his clients?
Mercer. Near.
But when you want to chat, you need to hold your breath and sneak up behind me.
Sheesh. You make me sound so unsavory. Do you berate poor Jude like this too?
I don't intend to berate anyone. That was never my intention.
Do try to be gentle with him. card. The mercenary with a heart of gold.
I'm sure.
Those are good words to live by.
I should get braces
With a motto like that, I can't
Why?
to get my teeth straight.
Things,
Yes.
are ya?
What was those upstairs? You can see those icons on the map.
Yeah, but I thought I saw something shining other than that,
Mm.
but I couldn't figure out. Also, I can't make out what those are.
The red is weapons.
It's just on the map.
Shop expansion is a game system in which you can give materials and gold to shops and increase the selection available. Just have to click expand.
So I can expand the store if I really wanted
A
to.
little bit. We already got those equipped, I think. Yep. There you
How do
go.
we know what we have equipped?
If you look at the top left, you can see the
Oh.
icons you checkers.
So then if I go like this and I go,
You want to go, yeah. You get a bonus if you give them bug stuff. We don't have a lot of stuff, but we got bug stuff. Oh, you can put some more in. Oh, you got one more. You got 7. Now it's a little fluffy because it's green. And
I thought I had 18. No, it's 18
it gives 18
points.
points times 2, so 36 per
1,
piece.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I thought I had 18, and I was confused.
There you go. So that should expand that. We get a new weapon for Jude if you want. You can also expand the rest if you want it.
Okay.
It'll allow us to buy more stuff later down the line. Interesting, they got rid. Oh, it's new. Never mind. I'm good. Like, didn't the Iron Gauntlets? There you go. You even get. So those are
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Does that look familiar to you?
Yes, they do.
It's the same like icons and designs that they gave Sophie's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be bird stuff. We got 6 of those. So no item shop expansion yet. Oh, you caught them quick at least. It's not too complicated, but
Yeah.
I don't think we have fish. Oh. And that's plant. I'm not sure if we have any sort of if it changes them at all. I'm not quite sure, but
Okay.
they tend to discount stuff that that's older than what their new stock is too. I think you already equipped that. Yeah, he's already got that.
So I should be able to sell that.
Nobody else uses the fist stuff, so. Is there a crafting system in this game? Don't remember. It doesn't matter.
Have an expand system. I'm happy about that.
They have that in that's not quite the same, but actually in Odyssey that seems to be the. You're selling it?
Not what I meant to do.
Yeah, your shop's next door. That's accessory.
Can't.
Armor? Oh, so that's not an armor. So, well, they're color coded. So green equals armor. Blue
Yeah.
will equal.
Once I figure out what the colors are associated with it, it'll be a lot easier. It's just on the mini map. I can't
Yeah.
see what's what.
They'll be the same colors as in the expand. So,
Okay.
blue will be item. If you wanted to buy armor, though, that's a pretty good place to do so.
Yeah.
Especially since I think no, we didn't upgrade it yet. Did we? No, that's already equipped. Could buy Jude a leather helm if we wanted. Just artifact was down.
Coming soon.
So yeah, we didn't expand it.
We didn't finish expanding it.
Oh, the levels at the top right too, just in case we were confused.
Okay.
Comprehensive menus, hooray!
I like comprehensive menus. Some menus make absolutely no sense.
I'm pretty sure the entire list is on the first page.
So these ships have spirits channeled into their sails to intensify the
Save
wind they
there
catch.
if you
What a
want.
clever idea.
And there's an item
These
shop over
spirits
there.
are actually very impressive.
It's that dude. So they got life bottles new in town. Oh, you can buy one more if you want. Oh, also buying stuff gives expansions. Discounted.
It won't let me.
Yes, it does. You just can't add more.
I was going like, I'm not seeing anything. It's not letting me.
Alright, then we're gonna save whatever we want, and then we can move on to the outer world. Our first real overworld, quote unquote, map. I don't like the way they did their overworld maps in this game.
No, baby.
And they do it often in the PlayStation games, so it's really unfortunate. Because if you go out like that, you'll see what I mean. It's just like a flat map that's really big. So like it makes it feel super tedious when you're trying to explore everything.
Yeah. Can you get me a snack? Please?
Like what?
I don't know. I was gonna let you surprise me.
I don't got much for you, down.
Wait, you two have orbs too?
And I'm not going down to the corner store.
You should try linked combat.
Just try finding something in the cupboard, I guess. Or go downstairs and get the
They let you
reasons.
sense your companion's intent. That's a huge advantage in battle. You can coordinate your thoughts to pull off combination attacks. We call this linking.
Sounds great. But how do we do it?
Maybe it's not a good idea. I feel like crying and I'm probably gonna end up binge eating. I need something.
Do you need it, or is it just because you're tired? If you're tired, we can stop.
Well, I'm not sure. Like, cause I don't feel tired.
Okay, ready? Really teach us the thing. So, yeah, you link with Jude. And you can, yeah, let's see. So if you press up on Mila, the link breaks.
Okay, it's time to flank them.
Approach and surround it. So he'll automatically circle around, even if I'm playing it. Good. Partner will move behind it, allowing you to flank the enemy. Hitting an enemy from behind raises like you'll be getting crits and raising AC, because crits raise AC. Oh, actually, I'm not in charge of Jude right now. Probably because tutorial.
Probably.
Partner responds.
Or it has to do with the linking.
No, that's the tutorial.
Okay.
So when you're knocked down, Jude will heal you. And he can actually heal you fully if you're KO'd. Now this is the coolest part of this. Use Wind Lance. And then hit R2 when he goes off. Wind Lance is... not that. That. Ah, that wasn't Wind Lance, I think. You still did it. It was a linked art, that's all they wanted you to do. So when you're linked and you're fighting, that gauge on the left fills up.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets fully full, I think that's when we get Mystic Arts.
Mm.
So I think for the two-player, we're gonna want to be linked to two different characters, so we don't like get in each other's way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When a linked art is usually gay, proceed to the next segment. So you can't. It will stagger out those 5 sections.
Can you control your character now?
No, I can't control anybody right now. I'll double check if anyone's on auto or semi. So maybe they reset everybody.
Yeah.
You need to go to the art section. Yeah, he's on auto. Put Jude.
Semi-auto or manual?
Semi-auto. Actually, I think what you should do is put Jude in the 3rd position. I'll play Alvin.
Okay.
So put him on. Yeah. No, you're gonna have to move Alvin's position to the second position and then put him on. You could technically put Jude on semi-auto now, and it'll switch Alvin to that because it's position based.
How come I can't? Okay.
No. Switch to Jude. Put him to semi-auto. Leave, and then go to the status / party menu, and press square on Jude to swap him with Alvin. No. You went one step too far. Back up. Go to the right. Square. Or not. Oh, actually, go. Oh, you're on the arts. Okay, there you go. Yeah. And then Alvin should be currently semi-auto. So you can live with Jude all you want.
Okay.
Also, you want to use some Lily more? I don't know if we leveled up or not, but... This also means that Jude is our healer.
Yes.
You lost all your martial attacks. Interesting.
Yes, I lost everything.
No, you have some of your spells. You just don't have the... You could auto level if you wanted.
No.
You have no skill points, so Alvin's still got some right now. And he's already got a pretty good... Nice little list here.
He's pretty well rounded.
He's at a higher GP level than the other two.
No, he's meant to be a mercenary.
Ah, yes, those are... Completely restore HP and TP when you gain a level, and gain AC when avoiding an enemy attack with a backstab. Okay. Got all that, and you get momentary gain of level. There we go.
What do we need to do anything for,
No,
No.
I don't think you'd leveled up either.
Okay, and you wanted to look for, what?
Hmm?
Oh, Lillian Orb. I thought you said Lillian Leaf.
That'd be interesting, just give you free GP.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna end up dumping my tea, which is sad. It's just too cold.
It's too cold. So it just means you're gonna have to do linked arts when we can. You already know we got that Tiger Blade, baby! If you need to hold circle after Alvin performs an arty, you'll enter charge. When it's charged, his gun and sword fuse together to make all the sounds. That's cool. Much like Fit. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, the reason I keep yawning is because it feels like I can't breathe properly.
That's a mood.
But it might have to do with what I'm wearing.
There we go. Oh, Tiger Rage, use a big shot. Take that, gobbo! Don't forget to use link darts. So whenever that icon and that ringing sound goes out, that's usually an idea that you can just hit the trigger
I'm
and
trying to fill it.
it's full.
I thought there was 5 gauges.
There is, but you can only it only goes up 1 gauge after you've used a link card, so it staggers at each.
Oh, so I have to use it.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Fire. Like a lot of characters have some nice linked arts. Some of them have like unique linked arts. Some of them like if you have an ability that I don't know if that's exclusive to the second game actually, but in the second game I remember that if you use an ability that doesn't actually have a corresponding link art to the other character, they just use a basic art based off the ability you use. So at least you can boost the thing no matter what character you're linked with. I've only got 2 abilities. Gotcha. Tragic. I love Just figuring out what the charge abilities are with Alvin. Demon Fang to Fierce Demon Fang.
Sorry.
No worries. And then Tiger Blade to Tiger Rage. You just leveled up, so you can upgrade your Lily more.
Yay. You know what one of my favorite things to do is? Wait and let all of it build. Because I have this bad habit of I forget to level myself up during like any playthrough. Like even with Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
It took a while for me to remember to level people up. And people had like 25 skill points that I could put in.
With Dragon Quest XI, it's kind of weird because like you level up, but you don't always get abilities out of it.
Yeah. Well, and what was funny was that I was just going around and being like, yeah, so I'm just gonna
You
allow
got a
myself to exist.
You
And
just got an Earth spell.
nice.
You have to put it in your art list. So in this game, you have those 4. You have Fireball set twice, actually.
I did not set that.
Nope.
Oh, how dare you? It was blocking, so I did earth attacks. Oh, come on. I tried to do it with ice and
Oh,
it
you
didn't
linked
do
with
it.
me, now I can't control my character. Okay.
Oops. How did I switch my link?
With the D-pad.
I was trying to use it to access some of my spells by accident.
Oh, you just get the tutorial on that about this.
Okay, hang on. I'll
Oh, you can switch next time. You want to choice to switch next time. That's
Yeah.
for Jude, so this is what it is. Just do the same thing you did with him, with Neil, and just...
continue the web.
That's a pretty good idea to do that. Server story. Temple Horse story.
I feel good about that. Now I just need to do 2 more.
It's true, I was there.
Where? I have no idea where we're going.
I think...
He said they said
Open
to the
a map
west.
with the square
Never
button?
e credit week. This way.
Or you just open... I think there's an icon on the map, don't I? Oh.
Let's see.
What are you up to?
Just trying to organize all of my notes for my thesis.
Opening the books at a time like this? You sure are studious.
Yeah, probably a waste of time. I'm sure I've often been spelled being an smart criminal and all.
Cheer up, kid. If I get a chance, I'll testify to the military and the school on your behalf. Shouldn't be hard to make the case that you're just a poor kid who got sucked into this.
Thanks. But aren't you a wanted criminal too?
That. I guess I did flee a long
He also beat up like 5 guards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll testify for you. I'll tell them that you're nowhere near as shady as you look.
I'll take it as a compliment.
They have brother synergy.
He's more like a fun uncle.
There we go.
Okay, so that answers that question, I
What question?
guess. How does that mechanic actually affect the gameplay? And the answer
Yeah.
is not so good for 2 players. Oh man, I love the way they just shout the ability together. Like.
Yup.
Alvin's partner skill. When you choose Alvin as a partner, you're battling a foe's guarding. Alvin will attempt to break the guard. And whenever they're guarding, he'll just stun them.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that they said that the lake was to the west, and it says north.
There's an item bag.
Oh, yes, there is. And the top says north, so I went never eat shredded wheat.
No, you're right. I want to go over there. Owie.
So I looked up Christ on a Duck, and I couldn't understand why I had a different understanding of it compared to you, and how you knew Christ on a Duck
I said
or on a bike, and I was like, I've never heard that one before. And I looked it up. It's not a thing. It's something that my mom did, apparently, to make it less less slain-like, I guess. I don't know. Or kid-friendly.
Okay, what's so wrong about a bike? I mean, you're saying Christ to begin with. That's like the Lord's name in vain, so.
Yeah, but I also think it has to do with bike can also be used as a different sort of terminology, I guess. It all depends. I don't know.
I don't know. Your understanding of what is an innuendo and mine are different. So now you can kind of just fuse things left and right. You have an unlimited access to link arts when that's happening. Actually, I think you can chain them together.
Okay. Did not know that.
So like, yeah, so when you do a chain, that still works. I'm so confused. They didn't explain it. So they might have explained it in that like level 2. Okay, I think that when you're in overdrive mode, kind of, you can do link arts.
Okay.
And when you do one link art and you switch to another ability that has a link art, you can just do like 3 or 4 link arts. I mean, like 4 link arts, up to 4 link arts in a row.
Okay. Cool.
I think. I don't know how much they enhanced the mechanics as of Tales of Xillia 2. So.
That's not fair. The chime sounds are the same.
Hmm?
The chime sounds
What do you
between the one for the gauge and the one for when our combo goes up.
Yeah,
Are,
it's the little.
they're the exact same. And I'm like, oh,
I
it's
think
so
that's why the
frustrating.
icon over your character is there. Ow, I need to heal you. Yeah, I'm gonna Hey, well, I did. Oh wait, I have full restore. Never mind, I'm good. The longest loading. No, good. I got the first level all done. Okay. Hold on, go for him. Left gives me an ability faster. Hey. Actually, I get that ability now. Solid guards, pretty cool, pretty cool.
You could get like 3 abilities.
I mean, an art.
Oh.
Guardian feel, that's the one I wanted. There we go.
Mm.
Oh, actually, can you set it up for me? There you go. Guardian feels nice because it heals me a little bit.
Makes sense. What? Oh, because I could do the 2 different sticks.
Yeah, the red stick. And it's not like in other games where you have to. Well, actually, it's exactly like in Symphonia where you just flick the stick. That sounds odd. I believe the goal is at the south of this part.
Okay. I was just continuing to go west.
Yeah, there's just no icon or whatever. There's nothing there.
And
So I was like, I wonder if the map does have like a marker.
I haven't figured out how to open up the map.
Square.
Square? Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. I don't know how you're doing that, and like I'm
R1?
terrified of just accidentally opening it.
You're out of TP.
Oh, I am?
Yep.
Didn't even notice.
Well, that's what Jude was saying. Oh, actually, we're here. Igneous Crush.
That's not igneous.
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. No, sorry. I thought
Igneous
you-
is like lava rock, for example.
Yeah, I was thinking the wrong thing.
Do you think? What else? Nothing.
Fight things.
Yeah, is someone not just level up though?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, skills. I got skills. That's what I wanted to do.
I thought I already added it.
No, You said arts, not skills. So skills are the passive effects.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the difference between the... No, wait. Hang on. Let me read. Just if I never somebody to go with perfect timing. Okay, what's the other one? I also don't have any SP for both, so... Okay. Can't equip either or, so... You can equip yours. That one? No, stamina. Which also applies to Jude. That was the status. Okay, he's only got stamina. Two more skills for you. Your next star should be at the top, I think.
Joey?
I gotta switch every time so I don't get you guys away.
Yeah, but then we just go over to wherever you are.
Well, it's not inherently a problem, it's just at least like not standing in Drew's way when he's trying to circle around you. Lane, grab.
Deal with your skills in a moment, Jude.
But mother, I crave level up.
I just wanted that item.
Yeesh.
Yeah. No, let me pick up the item.
Ha! No. Fight while linked and completely filled the link dart. There you go. Once you have filled all 5 segments, use a link dart to go over limit. And then yeah, you can just switch between the stuff. Oh, I don't think you could this time. Your AC number will not drop and enemy attacks will not stagger you. What's more, you can use as many link darts as you want in over limit. Then if you do another art, you should be able to link it. Go. Oh, I can move now.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, I'm allowed to play?
I was trying to get it to do multiple things, but I was struggling with it.
I know you can only do the same link dart once per like chain.
You got that right. Let's head back to Alani Sea Haven and make a report.
Yeah, you can walk back.
Thank you. I want my treasure.
That's not the one you were looking for. Woo! Boots!
Item. And I thought I saw something over here.
That's probably tree bark.
Look, between the two of us, I'm the loot hoarder.
I'm not saying no, I'm saying that's probably tree bark, and I was told it was not tree bark. Wahoo! That's my sugar. Yes, queen.
You said him vitality and strength are usually pretty
Yeah, I
good.
think there's enough characters that you don't need to like. Each character can like. What I would do is like pick a character whose stat I wanted to upgrade first, but at the end of the day, they end up balancing anyway. So. That gives you defense. It'll give agility more so to the other character. What everybody needs. Nice agility. So I think I had dexterity on Jude, agility on other character, strength on Alvin. Yeah, that makes sense. Mila had like the magic casting stat. You can go both. Magic guard is down. I can't equip any. He can equip everything. So if you want magic guard against spells, you can hit down while you're blocking.
Mm.
It looks like this.
Now to just actually block.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Aqua Protection is your spirit shifted ability for water.
Nice.
Remember that you cannot, like, if you don't charge the spells, they'll just be the same basic elemental, like, quick attacks.
Right, I gotta charge, I gotta hold it.
If you want to cast the full spell, yeah. Like in a melee fight like this, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Anything hiding over here? No.
Sometimes there's holes in the wall.
Sometimes. Treasure chest! How did I miss you?
I don't know, maybe you're moving the camera too fast.
No. I don't move it anywhere as fast as you do.
You didn't see that treasure chest?
Yeah, probably because I came from over there and came around here and looked at the screen like
looks
that.
Like it wouldn't be there.
So, yeah. That's on me.
Hello, Scrappione. I'm fighting a wolf.
You're actually fighting the other Scrappy on it.
This is fine. Guardian Road. Ew, he ate my fucking card. And that is a coin for the square guard.
What?
I said the F word.
Oh.
Can't believe we already got a donation for ExtraLife this year. Nice. Take that back. It's not only $25. It's $25.
It's something.
It is something. I'm very
Which is
happy about it.
Better than nothing. Mine's current. I don't think I'm registered this year yet.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah? Okay. So then I'm registered, but I'm not really doing much to push it or promote it.
Well, I didn't think I did either. It's just I've got the bots talking about it, and when Aurora was in the chat the other day, she donated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's... No, you can't go this way yet.
I know, but I could talk to them.
Alright, you want to go this way? As you can see, it's going to take some time to get this tree out of the way. If you have any other business to tend to, I'd suggest you take care of that first. Moving this tree is going to take exactly one side quest's time.
Look.
Trevor. Life bottle. Very nice.
We're up to 8.
I love life bottle. Scarabione.
There was a save.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a save because I saved.
There.
Yes. I didn't remember that there was a save right there. Okay?
But you said.
But I saved, yeah, I know.
No, but you said. There was a save. Oh, goodness.
Oh
me.
no, that said I saved in the south region.
This is the south.
This is the west region, isn't it?
No, we moved back to the south region because that is the Odyssey Head.
Or no.
You can use Spanish shops if you want to. Oh, don't start the sneezing fits again. I see they changed what materials they want to upgrade with.
I didn't.
Yeah, the weapons had the bug stuff earlier.
Oh, yeah.
3-item store. Didn't upgrade anything. Fish though we have a little bit of. 9. Yeah, that should probably give another weapon for Mila. Yep. Discount for the one we bought earlier. The Boyd stuff. You know, I think you can just press left on the stick on the D-pad and it'll just immediately max out. If you wanted.
I can't make out what it actually is, so I'm actually looking at the and there's.
Yeah, but if you just tap once on the left, it'll just immediately go to the top.
Good point. I've just never. I used to do that. I don't know.
I'm just saying, that's why I'm saying. I think you can. Copper ore. They got your dog in this? That is egregious. Not that we use the food vendor, but that's egregious.
All we have to do is buy something and go up.
You can also go, I think if you go to the stores again, like to expand, you know how there's a category that's never shown up so far?
What do you mean?
Like go to donut terms. So we got the first 5 that show up, first 5.
Yeah.
That one exists as well, and I don't think it usually does show up. Yakisoba. I'll let Alvin get another great sword probably. Lazy iron. Here's hoping we got cash. 2K, that's not a lot. Though your kukri's now on discount, so that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, we won't be able to buy both. Well, we can sell your previous weapon probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And in this game, they do change the appearance in combat. Yay! Look at you, Grandia. It's not enough. A little tragic. It's not enough.
Yeah, I should have gotten that one and then upgraded that.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Mammillard guard for Jude. Actually, I thought it would be for her, but no. Just a helmet. Since I think the only one that'll actually upgrade anybody will be the one you just put a. Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be lamellar leather probably. Yeah. Minuses for everybody. Nobody gets any of that. You give them money.
Those monsters won't be tinkling in your water supply anymore.
Tinkling. Look how bolsterous he is.
That's how it's done.
Oh, we have mochi downstairs.
Thought you ate all the mochi.
No, I didn't. I hid the rest of it.
Okay.
I ate half of the half.
Yeah. Do you want me to go get the mochi?
Yeah.
Lots of people with problems out there.
Thank you.
I'm old.
You're a real pro at this, Alvin.
How much did that get me?
No fever. How are you feeling? I don't seem to have any strength. Have you been eating properly?
Maxwell is not used to eating.
I've never eaten. Ever?
What's happening?
Maxwell fell. He's like, oh, no fever. How are you feeling? And then suddenly his stomach went, have you eaten? I've never eaten. Ever? I can smell the peanut.
Food.
I see. So this is what you call hunger. Fascinating.
Go ahead, try one.
Try the peanut one.
Did you like the peanut one?
Texture.
This one's red bean. I'm not sure what this one is, but it's really good, and this is matcha.
Texture.
So, should we
Texture's my issue.
Mm.
Now that you mention it, I can do some grub myself.
Sits up. Ah, this is hunger.
Do we have hunger meters then?
No.
Okay.
Did just get 2,000 more gold.
I'm guessing the food gives us things.
Oh yeah, probably boss like in the previous games.
Quite a sign. So seriously, you guys are spying for Raju, right? What? Of course not. I've never heard of the Military Powers Act being used against anyone other than Raju spies.
You're thinking too much into this.
Why are you so concerned about this? Unless you're spying for Rajul.
I don't know. I was just thinking that if you were spying for Raju, maybe you could use your connections to score me some high-paying intelligence work.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I assure you I will pay your fee.
You get the matcha one.
Okay.
You get decaf. You seen those vids?
No.
Guys, is like the barista. What if it's like if your barista said what he thought? A little squishy. Squishy. You know they beat this with a hammer, right?
Or their fists.
I'm thinking hammers are probably better.
They start with the hammers and then, like, they start with the
Well, they go
their.
like,
Mhm.
and then they just like 4% it with a hammer.
Sometimes, but kneading it, they have to knead it quite a bit, and then they
Yeah, it
move
gets all
to the hammer.
hard, doesn't it?
I actually found a recipe that allows you to make it from home. They're actually really good. I think it might be sakura.
It's harder than it.
It's not that hard.
It's like cookie dough. You're already expanding to it.
No, I went to take a look to see if I could expand further. Just eat it! Pop the whole thing in your mouth.
But I don't like the texture.
Just pop the whole thing in your mouth. If you don't want to eat it, then stick it in my mouth. But stop being your brother
What do you mean?
when he tastes something.
It's because I've already tasted them and I don't like them.
Then don't eat it.
But it's such a funny feeling. Also, I want to taste the paste, but I don't like the gelatinous stuff.
It's technically not gelatinous. They don't put any gelatin in it.
Gelatin?
Gelatin, yeah. They don't put any of that in it. That defeats how they make it.
Oh, it's like a rice.
It's a yeah,
Alright.
it's a rice flour.
The middle wasn't bad. The texture really kills me.
I love it.
Rearrangements, please. But before that, can we get something to eat? Oh, my apologies, but our cook isn't in yet.
Oh, it's like the generic dude.
Hey, is she okay? Can we at least use your kitchen? Yes, please. Help yourself. Your friend looks like she's about to pass out.
Yeah, that would be accurate.
My stomach, it really is growling.
I love his immediate. Oh, can we please just use your kitchen?
And here I thought I was just a silly cute expression.
I need to tone it down with the humans.
Maxwell's not used to being mortal.
I'll do with this person.
Love how nobody but Jude goes in to go cook.
You mean like a 3-course meal?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to actually eat from the spoon instead of like the handle?
Right?
I quite enjoy ingesting calories with you.
Good way to formulate that. Yeah.
Cherish these simple pleasures.
I love Mila more and more. I'm actually kind of glad I don't have to deal with hearing all the angst.
What do you mean the angst?
Like you're like he's more angsty on his side.
No.
Sorry we have to carry
I don't know. I wouldn't call it angsty.
carry me out there.
Fell asleep.
Just part of the job. So now what are you gonna do?
Why is Jude the shortest?
Because he's the youngest.
Mm.
How did you know?
Because she's been saying she's Maxwell?
Not to Alvin.
They mentioned it earlier. Like, not, oh, she's Maxwell, but without the 4, etc., etc.
Oh, and she did introduce herself as Mila Maxwell.
Mm.
You put a lot of thought into this.
Mila, you don't need to practice your swordplay anymore?
If nothing else, you know how to swing the point again.
I want a different chair.
Different chair?
Yeah, this one's not comfortable to sit in for long periods of time. I want a gaming chair.
If you can come up for $400 to thousands of dollars.
I found one on Amazon for like $200 and they're really good.
$200, oh god.
I know.
Better safe than sorry. Come find me once you're ready to go.
Wait, you're coming with us, Alvin?
Why not? I've come this far.
I think he already had intelligence that she was Maxwell.
You think?
Yeah. Because, like, I don't remember her introducing herself. They've just been saying Mila the entire time. And then she keeps mentioning the 4. But they haven't actually outright said that she's Maxwell to him. Like, to him. Because I made a joke about it earlier, remember?
Yeah.
Party members have changed. How many life bottles can we hold on to?
15 in this game?
15?
I think so.
Okay, then I'll go pick up some more. No, can't do that. How many do I have now? Because I can't read that half the time. 12. Alrighty. You good?
Yeah, there's weird stuff going on. My For You page.
Mila, you said it's north of here?
How far?
Less than half a day's flight time. Physical flying is in Sylph's power.
Oh, well, I'm afraid my wings are, you know, non-existent. I hope we can find a place to rest along the way.
The map showed a village in that direction, so we should be okay.
Either way, we can't just stay here. We must press forward.
I know.
Are you being suspicious?
Is Milo really that Maxwell?
Although he might have told him off
A bit
in
nutty, but she looks
secret.
noble enough.
I think it's true. When I first met her,
Oh, not to my
Mila
memory.
had 4 great spirits with her.
What? Get out of here.
No, seriously. Fire spirit Efreet, water spirit Undine, wind spirit Sylph, and earth spirit Note. It was the first time I'd ever seen them in person.
We're really far from the camera, I just realized. Like, it's just our heads.
Yeah, because we move things backwards.
Club.
Mm.
Can't imagine they hang out with a lot of mortal girls.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think you're doing a me.
Which is dissociating?
Yes.
Yeah, possibly.
Especially seeing as we don't have to do a lot of voice acting ourselves.
Yeah. It is a scarf.
You love that thing, don't you? It's one of Fistmarsh's finest.
Wear it sideways, for the love of God. That is like the worst fashion ever. I've always hated it.
No, you don't like it? Doesn't mean it's not fashion.
True.
It's how the world judges a man. Inside is what counts. Yeah, and this is how what's inside
Red
is
paste, please.
projected to the outside.
Red bean paste.
Do you mean the
Sesame.
peanut one?
No, I've already eaten the peanut one.
This is the peanut one.
No, that's the sesame one.
Sesame peanut with red bean paste.
No, this one's sesame with red bean paste.
No,
The peanut one I already ate.
sesame peanut. It has
already-
peanut oil.
Oh.
Smells like peanuts. See, sneaky.
No, it doesn't. It smells like sesame seeds.
Sesame peanut.
It smells like the sesame seed crackers.
Well, they have peanuts in them.
No, they don't. Ow!
I was wondering if you're gonna react to the rapper at all.
So you blame the victims for being deceived.
If that's really what you believe, Alvin, it tells me all I need to know about what's within.
I sure slipped up this time, huh?
Alvin messed up. Social link fail.
I did that earlier by accident. I'm starting to hate the battle music.
Why?
It's too repetitively boring.
I mean, it's battle music, so.
Yeah, but some battle music is like really awesome and cool, and some is just this where it's consistently do 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 do, and I'm like, you're giving me a headache.
Well, no, the
please
beginning
stop.
starts. The effects end too fast. Is the problem because like the beginning goes like, and then it repeats another time, and then it changes into like a lower sound. You're also not hearing like half the other instruments because it sounds. The feather.
Walking sure is grueling.
That's unexpected coming from you.
I'm just used to having silk flying me everywhere. The only time I ever really
Privileged.
walked was when I used Undine to travel across water.
I see.
Maybe this is your punishment for treating the four great spirits like your personal servants?
Servants? They may help out now and then, but they're the ones who pester me. They're like a bunch of bickering in-laws that never go home.
Her face.
Yeah, the way it just changed.
Called the four?
Bickering in-laws?
Privileged.
You treat them like servants. No, 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 no. They pester me and won't leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm sure slave owners didn't say the same thing about their slaves.
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
God! Why do they keep asking me for food and better working conditions and functional clothes? Isn't it good enough that I'm giving them work but not paying?
I wouldn't be surprised with the four if they were more like, you need to take care of yourself.
Please stop using my mana to fudge and feed yourself.
Or, you're putting yourself in danger again. Stop it.
The only reason I think that doesn't happen is because they feel like there's a hierarchy present. You know what I mean? Like she's
Yeah.
technically in charge. So
Yeah.
back attack.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh,
Look at that. I figured out how to do something.
why they're not coming? Here.
Onward.
Just keeps getting better.
Woo! Lilium orb! Yippee! Yahoo!
Lilium.
I get the stuff.
I got 15 minutes.
Or actually, I think we should just stop the next save.
Okay.
Oh yeah, baby. But my only other art. Yeah, tank stuff. Still can't equip any of this.
Let me know if there's anything you
Take
want.
momentary gain off. What's HP gain? Yeah, give me that. And TP gain. Oh, I can't. Solid guard then? Yeah, that's good.
I didn't even. Oh, wow.
What?
My brain didn't register the grid up top. Like the bar that tells us how much we have.
Yeah.
Compared to Fenmont's night climb, the sky in Arjul sure is bright.
That's true. The spirit climbs here are much more stable.
What are you talking about? What do you intend to climb?
C-L-I-N-E. Surely the great Lady Maxwell knows all about the subject?
Don't flatter yourself by assuming I recognize every arbitrary word you humans create.
I feel like it's reasonably important that you would know about the climb, though, because it's based on spirit stuff.
Yeah.
As if I wouldn't know. The power of spirits composes the entire natural world.
Right. The term spirit climb refers to the balance of spirit power. When that power is out of balance, nature can become polarized in one direction. That's why there are unusual spirit climbs, like the perpetual night of Fenmont.
I see. Thank you.
So Fenmont, where he was learning
You're very good at explaining.
medical stuff,
My pleasure.
is all night, all the time.
Yep. Because it's unstable.
I guess I'm just a human who likes a little old innocent Jew.
How dare.
Gimme.
Wood chunks.
Wood chunks. No, I want my items. Stop getting in my way. Get out of the way.
This camera angle is a lot better than when we had races in multiplayer.
Yup. Nobody's going and disappearing off the map.
For now.
For now. Item. And I know that there's another item over here. Stay out of my way. You get in my way, I will kill you.
That's the point. You're supposed to level up a couple times.
Yeah, I will continue to level up as I go. But items come
You need a big fight
first.
for that.
I want to pick up my loot. Get out of the way. You're in the way of getting the loot.
Woo-wee, Mila's got to level up.
See? Loot. Loot.
Mila got to level up, got to level more.
Loot that allows me to get more gear.
Oh,
Nice try.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get you when you unpause, but
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You're just completely going out of the forest. Is that right?
What?
You missed the entire.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back for all of this. I just wanted that.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Go attack this lurcher. I'm wondering if for a boss it'd be a smarter idea to have you be in the back casting big boy spells and I'll be tag team with you.
Maybe.
Should have gone a little easier.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It never existed in the first place.
There was a bag here.
No, you already picked.
Did I?
You sure?
Who?
Oh yeah, you did already pick it up because there's a mark where you picked it up on that.
Ah, yeah, okay. There's a reason why I do builder games and crafting games and whatnot. This is how you can tell that's the kind of games that I play.
No.
No, you
It's
don't
something
think
you
so?
like exploring. It's not necessarily just builder games. I feel like builder games are actually kind of anti-exploration because you want to stick to like the area you're in.
No, you don't want to stick
Tell
to
me
the area.
actual thing that happens.
You never want to stick to the area that you're in because you need to move around and go to other areas in order to find more gear.
But if you're building a base, you can't.
In order to find the material, in order to build the base, you have to go to different areas.
So you go to a place with material and you just build a base there and you never leave.
Except sometimes some of those materials that you need are somewhere else. So wherever you build your base, you need to go somewhere else to go get it. So you end up building multiple bases.
I think it vaguely depends on what game you're playing, but
Yeah. I know for Subnautica, like, you're more likely to build, like, 3-4 bases because you have your safe area, but then you have to keep leaving the safe area in order to level things up, so that way you could go deeper and get new stuff.
Yeah, but with Subnautica, they put exploration into the actually main gameplay loop as part of the story stuff. You need to do the exploration. If you're playing something like Minecraft, ideally you craft up your stuff and then you make diamond, but most people end up playing Minecraft on creative mode because they just want to build stuff, so you don't, you don't have the item searching aspect, you just build.
That's true. I mean, Subnautica also has a crafting, like a creative mode. I tried it once. I did it once. I did creative mode once, and it's the first ever building exploring game that I've done where I'm like, I hate doing creative mode. I want the risks. I want the near death. I want to run away every time a Reaper shows up. I want to be terrified.
Alright, that's going to be it for today's stream. We are done for the day. I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, with Teamfight Tactics for the last time this week. And then next week we're doing Donkey Kong 64 for a little bit more. Ada and I will be back next Thursday with some more of this, hopefully, I think.
Maybe. Yeah, I should be back on
Worst
time.
case, we'll just do more Donkey Kong. But yeah, hope you folks enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace out.